Let's go.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Hey, 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 hey.
Let me get a Bruce Steve.
Hey. What you need? What you need?
Let me get a broom, man.
Man said, Pastor Cavassier.
We ain't getting no Cavassier.
You ever had Edenwald juice?
Can't hear no music.
What is
Can't
that
hear it.
consist?
You hear it?
It depends.
I hear it. Oh, no.
Could have been called Eden. Well, probably was called something different. But what's in that?
Edenwald
I don't
juice.
think I want that. But what's in that?
Make sure you're talking to the.
What's in Edenwald?
What is Edenwald juice?
What's in that? You had that?
I don't know.
You don't know. Either you had it or you didn't.
I never had it.
All right, so then you don't know. So you had it?
Yeah, Edenwald juice.
No, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's just something that aggressive.
That shit sounds toxic.
Hold on, give us a second. We're just trying to fix the audio.
You be humble.
I know the mix it, I know the whip it, I know the dish it, I know the kitchen, nigga just listen, palms is itching, I'm on a mission, I get the bag and double up, I know the hustle, you get the bag and fuck it up, nigga be humble,
Got it.
I love to flip it, I know the mix it, I know the whip it, I know the dish it, I know
Yeah.
the kitchen, nigga just listen, palms is itching, I'm on a mission, I get the bag every day.
Woo! We back, baby.
Finger roll, that's a jelly way. Both yay, bought 2 chains. Yeah, I'm living on a good life.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. We gonna bring it back. We gonna bring it back. We gonna bring it back.
Bring that
This
back,
is
bring
Hustle
that
Rick
back.
Brew, May of the 4018. Go stream it up. Stream it up. Stream it up. Stream it up. This is episode 100. So we doing everything the 40 way. It's only right.
I get the bag and double up. I know the hustle. You get the bag and fuck it up. Nigga be humble.
Yeah.
I love to flip it. I know the mix it. I know the whip it. I know the dish it. I love the kitchen. Nigga just listen. Palms is itching. I'm on a mission. I get the bag and double up. I know the hustle. You get the bag and fuck it up. Nigga be humble. I love to flip it. I know the mix it. I know the whip it. I know the dish it. I love the kitchen. Nigga just listen. Palms is itching. I'm on a mission. We making plays so hard to love.
Let's go.
Sitting this at 101.
Go ahead.
And that got me in 101.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shoot and get a drum or something.
Yeah. Get excited, fellas. Get excited. Let's go,
Like, do
man.
we want this to play?
Let's go.
It's episode 100, goddammit. What's up? I ain't there for like
Go ahead.
7,
Go.
goddammit.
Hey.
Hey.
I ain't here 100 times. What's up?
I'm talking facts. 450 Jordan I get the bag and double up. Hennessy in my double cup.
We're not doing that on the 100th episode, man.
Yo, it's
Yeah, we can do that.
Like guess what, nigga?
What's that?
You know what tonight is? Day 100, nigga. What you talking about? Episode 100. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Fuck all that other shit. It's episode 100. It's episode 100, baby. I know the hustle.
You get the bag and fuck it up. Nigga be humble.
Hey, take the link, and share the link. Yeah.
Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell.
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Subscribe.
No, let's bring it to
One more. Let's go this. Let's
Let's
do
bring it to
this.
2021. Crocodile freestyle. Rick Rule, run it up.
Let's
Run it
go.
up.
Episode 100, baby.
100.
We can talk about the trenches cause I am a survivor. I keep a hood bitch with me cause I know she a rider. Even took her to the plug when I'm buying the product. She the body to my client cause I know she be sliding.
Yeah.
22 in the clip, I'm twirling with a blicky.
Uh-huh.
Turn fire in the alley, I'm a different Ricky.
Ooh.
Back door in the club, I'm carrying the city.
Yeah.
No matter the gun, long as it shoot, never picky. That mom gon' sing.
Yeah.
I can hear the snake hissing in the grass like a crocodile teeth. Hit a snitch in his mouth. I did it for the streets. The footwork all mellow, but I'm curry your release. I did nigga try taking my spot. Every time it's a story, they be twisting the plot. And we talking about the 40, it's the gun of the block. It don't matter cause both of them hot. Yeah.
Go ahead.
New Dior, Balenciaga.
Episode 100, baby. We just waiting for all y'all to get in here to celebrate with us, baby. Let's go.
promise if I spot
Very, very, very big interview in what time is it? 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. We got a very big interview in 10 minutes.
No vegan blunts. Tell my niggas that grab it to that. That guy love free.
What is that?
I can hit it in my bed, so you know I had to fuck on the sink.
Take that link and share the link. Take that link and share the link. It's episode 100. Let's go!
You don't even celebrate, huh? It's Hanukkah. Why you get them tips? That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? It's a menorah? You said? Yeah.
Watch your mouth, how you talk.
Episode 100.
Go ahead.
Let's go. 40.
Take that link and share it with somebody you know right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, yeah.
Jamaica. 40. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome
Let's
to
go.
episode 140 Central Podcast, baby. Let's go.
Which one? Episode what?
Episode 100.
What?
Episode 100.
100?
Episode 100 is what we do, baby. Yeah. Gang in the building. Let's do this. Man, yo, listen, I'm proud to have episode 100 with my guys. Take it all out. They're going to be able to listen. They're going to be able to hear.
Yeah. They can hear?
I don't think so.
I'm just going to put it in there then.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for being here, celebrating episode 100 with us, man. I'm here. I'm here with my guys. Appreciate you guys. Well, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? It's episode 100.
It's mad loud.
It's not
This
loud.
phone was mad
I got
loud.
an earpiece on, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? How is it loud, nigga?
How you turn his earpiece?
To make sure the sound is good. This nigga's dumb.
How can
Take
you
it
hear it
easy.
through his headphones?
I heard this shit.
Take it easy.
Nigga
Take
turned
it
down
easy.
mine. Like, yo, your shit is mad loud. It's not.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
let's
I don't know
start
who
this
that
off,
is,
y'all.
man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Go to the YouTube, please. Go to the YouTube.
Listen,
Subscribe.
take that link and share it with somebody you know.
Let's
Let's go. Let's run up these names
Right now.
Numbers.
and numbers. Names and numbers. We need names for the subs. We need numbers. Just because we need to run up the scoreboard. Just because.
Most
And I'm trying to
importantly,
multitask, so that's why I sound
we
crazy.
need your input. We need your reactions. We need your thoughts, your feelings. Okay? We need your support in all of this. This is for us to you. You understand? So we need y'all to chime in, support, share the link right now. Tonight's
go.
going to be a major night. Episode 100. We got a major guest on the way. And if you don't catch it live, you can always click back in and watch it over.
Exactly.
You heard?
You can always share the link and you can stream
What
it
else?
again and
Won't be
watch
as
it
fun, but-
over and over again because it's gonna be good.
Share it
Definitely
this
gonna be
camp.
good.
Everything good. Ed, everything good. Episode 100. We was, man,
Yeah,
what
we
episode do you
were
think we
at-
come in here? What episode we came in here?
Maybe 14, 15?
Nah,
Like
nah,
30.
no way. Yeah. You was-
Oh, shout out to Warren, first of all, man. I got to give a shout out to. Can y'all see
I've
him?
been here for a while.
Can y'all see him?
That's
Right.
I see you, my nigga.
Oh, all right. Just
Well,
Let's see
why
if I
wouldn't
can do
they
a
be
round
able
of
to see
applause.
shout out
Warren,
to
man?
Warren, man. Warren been here since the beginning, man. For real. He's been here probably all 100 episodes, and he took off a lot of days. But
I was working from home. I was working remotely.
So wait, y'all wasn't all here on day one?
No,
day
we
one
was-
virtual.
we started virtual. Me and JT started virtual,
It was
Okay.
virtual.
and look where we at now. Got a studio. Got.
All right, cool. I was like, wait, who the hell started this? All right,
Yeah,
We-
day
I'm good
one
now.
was day one.
That's
to,
all right.
like-
Excuse him. Corey came in episode like 80.
Yeah, right.
yeah, I came in at the end of the day, but right, I came at the end of a
Turned
new
this-
beginning.
Yeah, he turned this shit up.
There you go.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Glad to make it to 100. That's a milestone in anything.
Yes.
100 push-ups,
Yes.
$100.
Oh, why you looked at me when you said that?
No, I was looking at everybody like,
He looked-
nigga, I know you can do 100
nigga
right
looked me
now.
Dead in my face. Said,
Nah.
100 push-ups.
I ain't challenging nobody. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's
That
all
wasn't a
love,
stare
baby.
at.
It's all love.
You know, but nah, that's a part of history. I mean, I didn't do 100, but I'm glad to be here
for the 100th. Yeah,
yeah, because
we're missing one person
shit.
today.
Yeah,
he's called out sick.
I don't know. Who?
you can't call out sick
Who called
today. You don't
Huh?
get. You get.
Who called out? Who called out?
You sitting in
Say it
the
again?
seat.
Who?
Mr. Garvin.
You sitting in the seat.
Oh, I forgot he was on the pod.
Nah, you ain't gonna do that.
I forgot
Damn.
he was on the
Yo,
pod.
Zay,
That's the homie.
Oh.
You ain't gonna do that.
wherever you at,
ain't
whatever
gonna do
you
that.
doing, mad love to you, bro. Kev is showing you
This
mad
why I
love
ain't wanna
today.
let you sit in that seat. 'Cause
He's
you
sitting
gonna
in your
talk
seat
shit.
showing you
Sitting
mad
in the
love.
seat, you gonna talk shit. That's fucked up. That's foul.
Damn, homie.
It's
Yo,
all
Zay,
right.
tap in today. So
It's all right.
you
It's
can
all
chew
right.
Kev up episode 100.
Actually, Zay has very good reasonings and all that stuff. So we're gonna give him the pass on today.
All right,
He got good stuff coming for him.
copy that.
That's good.
We
That's
good.
good. I like to hear that.
Yeah, man. So what's up, fellas, man? I haven't seen y'all for like a week and a half. We haven't seen each other after Thanksgiving. We didn't see. I said y'all, nigga. I didn't say you. I said y'all as a whole.
Take it easy. Take it easy. It's only episode 100. You gotta take it easy, papa.
So the other day.
Nah, don't say it's only episode 100. Don't downplay it.
Who said that?
It is episode 100.
There you go. That was on
You know what I
purpose.
mean? Don't downplay and say it's only. It's
All
not
right,
only.
that's
Just
right.
keep
Correct
moving.
me.
Do you know
Where I
how
st-
hard it is to get everybody here for 100 episodes?
That's true. Don't talk.
Yeah, you know how like it's
We had like 2 episodes like
Nah,
that. We
you
had
know what?
everybody.
No, wait, hold
Only
on.
2
First
episodes.
of all, let's talk about it.
When Brandy was here, it was all of us at that one time.
Nah, tap
So
in.
we had Brandy.
yeah, that was like
Yeah,
one or
Roxy,
two. Yeah, one or
It was
two.
like what? We had one episode like that. One.
What is it like, right? Just to like I can speak from when I started early, but for y'all to get to here, right? What is the
Listen.
grind? How has that been? This is a new thing. Like niggas just started doing this.
First and foremost,
So,
I
wanna
the
know
two most
what's
important
up.
people of the podcast were here for all 100 episodes. So shout out to the bosses. That's what we need to do. We need to
Yeah.
shout out the bosses.
Say that shit
who
again.
made that possible. You know what I mean? Like we personalities compared to what they are. They started this. They are the bosses. So therefore, we got to give them their flowers.
That's right.
Yeah, do it again.
Again, like
Right. Take the flowers back. Give them right back.
All right, but
said
what
build
kind
a
of
garden.
flowers we giving Justin though?
oh shit, you took it. He's the originator. You bugging. You got to give him all the flowers.
What you got, nigga? You don't got flowers.
Give you pussy willow flowers.
That was gay.
that boy.
I ain't know how to
take that.
I'm good.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
even want the flowers.
I did not
Don't
know
give
what
me
to
the
do with that.
flowers.
We gotta move on.
Yeah, it's over. Thank you,
Transition.
Warren. Appreciate
Too
your
early.
flowers.
I tried. I don't know what the fuck.
Don't. Oh, matter of fact, he's already here.
Oh shit. Well, let's
There
get
you go,
started.
Look,
There
so
you
you
go.
might as well
That-
introduce. It's perfect.
The one
It's
sensation ever. Right on time, man. Right on time.
What time is
You
it?
got my
We're
vote,
going at
baby.
8.
Yeah, we go wait.
We're gonna win at 8. All right, cool. So introduce and we gonna just tell them who we got coming on. So once we get in here, we can really start talking.
So I just want to introduce a very special guest. I reached out to him and his team responded really quickly. Willing to come on our show and bless our audience with some great knowledge. I found out about his organization last year during the pandemic, and I've just been researching and seeing all the great things that they've been doing for the community. And I've been like, it's inspired me to do more research and to become a firearm owner and to study the Second Amendment and what this man is doing for the people in the hood. Like, a lot of people that do great work don't come to the hood. He's doing conflict resolution. He's doing firearms training. He's educating the people. This is somebody who's been inspiring me to learn more about this side for over a year now. And this is an honor to have him on our show. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the founder of Black Guns Matter, Maj Toure. Make some noise, goddammit. Make some noise.
Yeah.
My brother, welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
today, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
All right, so we just gonna kick it off with some questions.
Yes.
A lot of people are curious just about what is your organization Black Guns Matter about, and is it a spinoff from Black Lives?
Well, so one, I think that it's very important that we recognize the difference between what Black Lives Matter initially was, originated as and what it's been turned into. I think that clarification is very important because even, the late great Darren Seals was very clear on what BLM was before he was murdered, and what it turned into. And for some people that may not be aware that the Ferguson movement and those riots around or rebellions against, towards the Mike Brown killing, that sparked something. And then, as corporate entities do, they came in and they co-opted that. Right now, you have no black male representation in the leadership, or even really talked about in this thing that we call Black Lives Matter as an incorporation right now. So no, we definitely not a spinoff of that. So for lack of a better term, when you say spinoff, in the sense of, if you believe that Black Lives Matter is a phrase, which I do, I mean, everybody, well, not everybody, but most people do. If that matters, then you need to have the means to defend your life. And so one of the things being pushed on black communities is you don't need guns. But at the same time, we say, the police are over policing and over patrolling and controlling our communities. But somehow we seem to believe that, or some people keep trying to tell us to vote for politicians that's going to operate, or push forward legislation that's in opposition to us defending ourselves. Gun control was started to stop black people from having the means to defend their life. And I'm not just talking about the 60s with the Panthers. I'm talking about black codes, slave codes, Jim Crow, all of that before the Louisiana Purchase type time. So saying that to say, when we say this in a proper context, is it an offshoot of Black Lives Mattering in the sense of that phrase being accurate? Absolutely it is. But if you believe that Black Lives Matter, you should not be advocating for black people to not have the means to defend themselves. You should not be advocating for black people to not take a part of their human right, as stated in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, to defend their lives with firearms. And if you believe that Black Lives Matter, you just shouldn't be advocating for them to be weak, and they should have the means to defend themselves. So in that sense, yes. But in the sense of what this Black Lives Matter movement has been co-opted into, the destruction of the black family, the destruction of masculinity, and all that other type of goofy shit. Nah, we don't got nothing to do with that.
Damn, that's how you start.
That's how you start a conversation right there.
A whole lot in this short period of time, man. Definitely did.
So I want to go into this idea of gun ownership in black and brown communities. Yeah. Why do you think that, especially in the inner city in New York, because we're in New York, we're in the Bronx, it's like it feels taboo almost for a black man that's not in the streets, that goes home, goes to work, to feel almost like he shouldn't own a gun? That's almost like they feel like taboo. Like, how do we combat that?
Well, one, you got to normalize it. And first, let me go back. Before start at ground zero. You got to recognize that it was a conscious decision to market it that way to our communities. And we bought into it. We bought into it because there was an ignorance over time, let's say over the last, 40 or 50 years. Now, mind you, most places in the South, black people got guns down there. Black people got guns everywhere, but the marketing in areas like New York City, New Jersey, big populations of black folks, Chicago, Los Angeles, Detroit, Philly, these areas, because they have such dense populations of black and brown people, it's marketed to those people differently. And it's presented as the one, while they pushing the ignorance around firearms ownership and the lack of information, they're also pushing it as if there's a virtue to be had for not being armed. You hear a lot of people say things like, well, I don't live my life in the street, so I don't need have a need to have a firearm. Well, the people that got shot up in churches, they wasn't living their life. It was in church and got murked, So the marketing has been designed that way. Again, because you can't control people if they got the proper information. So if you can convince people or prop up fake leaders to convince them that they don't need a firearm, and then those fake leaders getting, money on the back end for saying such, then it makes sense. It's just good marketing. And I say good marketing, not that it's good for us, but when you playing chess, when somebody make a good chess move, you be like, yo, that's a good ass move. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the reason, why it's that way. Now, when you fast forward to how we get rid of that, you just normalize it. You should not be able to say, hey, there's a firearm here, right? That's a Glock 19 Gen 5. I have ear protection. I was in an all-day training class today, right, for about 8 hours. You know, we got to make sure that we talking about, okay, here's a SIG right here, SIG Sauer, red dot. We got to make these things normalized and inform people about the safe and responsible practices that go along with that. Now, we do that by highlighting not my personal opinion or anybody's personal opinion. We show people the data, the stats, and the empirical, factual evidence. So, for example, when people say things like, oh, well, if you was black and you had a gun, you know, the police, they use that fear tactic, right? And then you present to them, well, I see how the marketing makes you believe that. But black people in America defend their lives and stand your ground cases, self-defense cases, and benefit from not going to jail by using that firearm and stand your ground cases more than any other so-called ethnic group in America. Then when you say, well, you know, the Constitution wasn't written for us, or it's specifically isolated, or the Bill of Rights doesn't allow, you know, for black people to own firearms, and that's not true. The way that that's written is, it doesn't say anything about black. It says every being has the right to keep and bear arms, and that list, that Bill of Rights, which they don't teach us about, especially in, let's say, Northeastern schools, right? That was a list of things to put the government on timeout. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, these are human rights that are not given to you by the government. They can't be taken away by the government. And so if I don't inform the general public, especially in them black areas, then I push and pump death, destruction, so forth and so on. It's easy to convince those people that are traumatized by that. And then on top of the ignorance to the fact of the matter, it's easy for them to then convince other people that, you know, the ignorance, negligence, trauma, and loss associated with a firearm means that these two firearms are sitting right here is automatically going to turn me into a bad person. So it's an effective PR strategy by the people that don't want black people to have the means to defend themselves. And when someone comes to the community, generally, like you said earlier, most people that's doing this type of work don't come to the hood. And they come to the hood, but they come on some like pander. They ain't from the same cloth. They don't feel like us. So saying this to say, we've pushed back on that with Black Guns Matter by translating that in a manner that the people can understand, and showing them like, yo, do you really trust the government to like protect you? Like, and if you don't trust the government to protect you, why would you want them to be the only ones that have firearms when the construct of this place is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights? And that says you have the right to defend your life regardless of what the government say. So we just gotta repackage that and rebrand it to the people so they can understand it from an empowered perspective, not from a victim vantage point.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
In this PR battle, do you feel like you're going against the hip hop community in a sense? Because do you think that hip hop educates our community well about firearm safety?
No, they don't. So when you got, again, I gotta give the proper context. When you say hip hop, most of this shit we hearing on the radio is not hip hop. That shit is the ops. It's like, that's not like good. That's you know, in politics, right? A really, really rich friend of mine told me this. His company's worth like $100-200 million, right? He was like, yo, Maj, just remember, like, in politics, it's either co-opt or kill. And they couldn't kill hip hop, so they co-opted it. You know what I'm saying? And so they turned it into something else. Now it's a commercial. There's no songs about like a subject matter, right? So like, it's like Fresh Prince, Will Smith, right? Will have songs about, and I could go that far back or further or whatever, but like the songs that had like a subject matter. So take the Fresh Prince, right? He would have a song like Parents Just Don't Understand or Summertime. The song had a topic. I'm going to write eloquently about this particular topic. Those things don't even exist no more. And if they are a topic, it's usually relegated to like 2 or 3 things. If it's a woman, she's going to say, you got to get these motherfuckers for their money, and I'm going to let them fuck if he give me the money. If he a dude, it's going to be, I'm going to kill you, kill you, kill you. I'm going to send you to jail. And how fancy am I? Now, the thing that's unisex about that is everybody in hip hop is supposedly rich. It's a commercial. And again, it's a smart move. Like, if I'm on the other side of the chessboard, I'm like, damn, that was smart as hell, because we couldn't destroy it. So we couldn't kill it. So we had to co-opt it. So when you say, does hip hop teach the community properly? I say hip hop does. You know, Stick from Dead Prez' most recent album called The Workout 2. It's an amazing body of work. It's an amazing body of work. And that's hip hop. So yes, that does. But what we being presented, there's a difference between hip hop and like corporate rap, you know, corporate rhythm and poetry rap. And so no, that shit doesn't. So am I going against that? Absolutely. I am 100% not in alignment with anything that's going to tell our young men do some goofy shit so you could spend 23 hours a day for the rest of your life in solitary confinement. Tell women, the only way to advance in this life is to utilize your body specifically and limit yourself to that, right? As opposed to, if I go back a little bit, as opposed to highlighting the fact that we have Lauryn Hills, highlight the fact that we have Nina Simone's, highlight the fact that we have, the Wu-Tangs, highlight the fact that we have, again, Stick and Dead Prez. These are the things that we really, that is hip hop and that is empowering. And the conversation in regards to firearms ownership, I don't think very few groups, maybe MOP, and again, I'm going back to like some golden era, I guess, type of hip hop. These are groups that talked about firearms ownership, you know what I'm saying? But like now, they don't have an interest in it. And I'm not really interested in them because they co-opted, bro. They don't have no heart. There's like people that be like, I'm the resistance. I'm the resistance. No, you're not. You do every single thing the corporate media tell you to do. Yo, you got to wear a mask. Yo, you got to get the jab. Yo, hip hop was about rebellion to the status quo. And this shit now was like, if you say anything, you see how they be having these so-called tough people, men and women, can't even express a genuine thought without, oh my God, somebody's going to cancel me. Hip hop used to be, we don't give a fuck about your cancel culture. Like, what the fuck you talking about? We hip hop. So no, I'm not in alignment with the corporatized media that, and I am going against that. I don't give a fuck about none of them people. They don't do nothing for our community. They don't help. They send our people to death.
I have a question to that point. How do you feel about the baby who is corporatized, but exercised his right to the Second Amendment and protected himself and his family?
I think that speaks to the hip. I think so. One, let me say this too. I'm not saying this as a divisionary thing. Most of my, and when I'm in the gym, most of my shit is trap music. I just got a filter. I have a filtration system where I'm not socialized like a young adult might be to the things that they put in their ear, right? So I'm not saying this as like, yo, the baby's a fucked up human. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it like that. But what I am saying is, he exercised his Second Amendment right, if I'm not mistaken, before he was such a large artist. And that's cool, but ain't none of his songs about I'm using a firearm to defend life. Because that's what he did in that Walmart. He used the firearm. That's why he ain't in jail. He used the firearm to defend his life, and it was proven that he was defending life. But your songs is, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. It's called radio programs. It's called television programs. So it's like, I can't honor that. I can listen to it and I could be like, the beat is cool and it's catchy, and I can regardless of how I feel about his art in regards to how it programs the youth, I'm still at the same time going to be like, yo, that's a hot song, but I'm aware of people that don't have a filtration device in their mind, right? And so, and I'm not just saying that, I want to be clear. This ain't just an attack on like hip hop artists. This is an attack on corporate media in general. These same people that say anti-gun, 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 all of their movies is guns. Batista, I had to go back and forth with him. And it's like, bro, you're talking about people shouldn't have AR-15s. Hold that intellectual consistency. Since you anti-gun, stop fucking making movies with them. The movies is, I'm going to shoot you, I'm going to John Wick you, I'm going to whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. But at the same time, it's like, no guns, no guns, no guns. So it's a contradiction, and that's not isolated just to hip hop acts. But in regards to a human, even people that I disagree with philosophically or politically, you have the human right to defend life. So two things can be true at once. You can be telling that story. I bet you the baby ain't shooting nobody right now in real life. I bet you the baby got security. and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? But my point in that is, every human has the right to exercise their ability to defend their life, and I would champion everyone to do that. And I will also hope that you never have to. But at the same time, what you are psychologically putting out there, and it's effective. Those things are important to me, as I'm actually in the community. I champion and love the fact that I'm actually a community activist and a community leader. You know what I'm saying? So as a leader, I could be like, yo, Meek new album, the last track, Flamer's Flow is hard. But I also can hold Meek to a standard a bit and go, bro, your music talks about killing people, but you push criminal justice reform. Your music is the opposite of the political thing that you're saying, and that's a bit of a contradiction. And I can say that from a non-adversarial space. That's not me coming at Meek Mill. That's saying like, yo, here's a way that you can help a little bit, even if you may not be well-versed in the subject matter at hand. But if somebody asks me, I'm still going to bang Meek's albums. I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly. I'm still going to listen to those things in the proper setting and not let that condition my mind.
So I have a question. You brought up the youth a couple of times. How important is it for the youth to understand what the movement is and gun safety control? Because you see all these killings in schools and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
where can we go with that?
So two things. One, and I have to preface this statement just for context, and so people don't think I'm making light of anyone dying in any type of shooting, especially a school shooting. But when it comes to mass shootings, they make up less than 0.5% of all shootings nationally. I want to be clear on that. If there's 1%, they make up less than half of that. Not because we saying dismissing the death or carnage associated with that, but we want to hit a target-rich environment when we try to solve a problem, right? 60% of the deaths in relation to firearms, 60% of the close to 30,000 deaths annually in America are suicides. They're suicides. They're like a person using a tool that works and wanting to make the pain go away fast. So when we talk about mass shootings or school shootings, we have to put it all in a proper context, not to disregard or diminish any type of death, but we got to look at, that contextually. Now, in the school shooting situation, schools are what's known as gun-free zones. Gun-free zones were created. The legislation was created in 1990 by Joe Biden. He wrote the concept when he was a state politician. Since 1991, when Bill Clinton signed them into, schools are gun-free zones, since 1991, over 90% of mass shootings have happened in gun-free zones. I used to rob drug dealers. That was my job, right? If you in your phone, or if you look like a soft target, if I see you fly, knowing you probably won't fight, knowing that you got a felony, so you ain't got the whistle on you or close to you, you lunch meat to me. You was called, technically, what's called a soft target. School shooters, mass shooters, go to soft targets because there's nobody to return fire, and they know that. The dude a few years back that shot up the movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, the detectives asked him after he shot the joint up, was like, yo, he drove past like 5 or 6 other movie theaters that were closer to his house and, bigger ones. They asked him, why did he do that? And he was like, I went there because I knew nobody was going to shoot back. My point in saying that is these school shootings, we are hamstringing our teachers. We are hamstringing our principals, our janitors, our any type of staff. These are people that genuinely, our teachers especially, they care for our babies. We send them, our babies, to these schools, to someone to shape their mind. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's what we do. They care so much about our children that they give 40, maybe 50, not even including lesson plans and all of that, hours of the week of their life to help our babies. Now, let's say if I'm a teacher and I care about my babies, but then, and I'm a firearm owner, some rule that Joe Biden wrote says that even if I train and I'm a responsible gun owner, I can't have the means to protect me and my baby's lives once I cross this threshold. Never mind the fact that since these things, gun-free zones were created, Over 90% of those mass shootings are in gun-free zones. It's backwards. It's backwards. So what is the solution? You say, okay, don't just have guns everywhere making the children feel like it's a military compound. There's ways that you can structure closets or secure, invisible. You don't know where the actual booth is, where there's an armed guard. And if those janitors, principals, teachers, you don't know who the person is. If you're the bad guy coming in to try to, I'm going to shoot the security guard because I know he got a firearm, it might be the janitor. You don't know. So it's a deterrent. For the same reason why they motherfuckers act like they crazy as mass shooters, but it ain't never been no mass shooting at a police station. Because you know, you go in this, it's going to be rounds coming the other way back around. So there's some robust organizations like Faster Saves Lives in Ohio that give training to firearms to firearms training to teachers that want to carry, and overwhelmingly those teachers are like, absolutely, I want to do it, and they've had tremendous amounts of deterrence in that regard. Firearms again are a deterrent. It's hard to find, like, you know how a dude in the street, he got a gun, he probably won't get into, not too many people gonna get into it with him because he got a gun. Same thing with criminals and bad guys that want to attack, the most vulnerable of our population, which is our babies. So we got that backwards. We think that creating more rules is going to stop bad guys. If I'm the bad guy, I don't give a shit about the rule. I don't care. That's the purpose of me being a bad guy.
Not to cut you off, I'm actually glad you brought that up because we had a very important conversation on the podcast about how we felt about firearms in our schools. And we had mixed opinions about it. So I'm glad you're bringing light to this situation because, again, we, like us on this panel, were sitting there going back and forth about who should, who shouldn't, how should it happen and stuff like that. And you just basically gave us like two different scenarios or how it could, or multiple scenarios, how it could work. And that's a great point because you're building off of what we talked about weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, when in any active shooter situation, when that active shooter in any mass shooting scenario, the vast majority, I'm talking about like over 90%, right? It's so overwhelming, some of these things that you're like, damn, there's no way this can be over 90%, but it is. When that shooter is met with someone armed, they either just stop or they kill themselves. Like that's overwhelmingly what they do. They either just get taken into custody or they just kill themselves. But if now the other thing that goes along with that is when they know who the armed person is on a sneak attack, they shoot that person first.
We talked about that.
That's what we said too.
They pop him first. But if you don't got a plan, because they all plan, and if you don't got a plan because you don't know who the person that's armed is, you can't plan the same way. It takes some of that element away and becomes a deterrent. Think about it, it's just like the street. We got to shoot him. We got to shoot him first. He's got the gun. He the only one to carry a gun. Shoot him first. Everybody else going to do everything we say. You know what I'm saying? They show that kind of in the movies, right? They'll come into the bank and they'll butt the security guard with the butt of the gun and take his gun first, and then everybody is compliant. There's some truth to that. What the problem is that I see with a lot of, and I'm somewhat there too, which is, I don't want to send, I took my babies out. My baby homeschooled, but I don't want, if my child decides to say, hey, I want to go back to school, I don't want them to feel like, my daughter's in the room. She knows there's all kind of guns around here, but she knows that this is a home that got, like, it's the Animal Planet is on right now. Like, this is a safe, super duper safe space. It don't feel like a military situation. So I don't want my baby to go to school and feel like it's a military compound. So there's opportunity, and there's companies that make these booths. You know what I mean? They look like closets, and you don't even know they're there. And it's fitted with cameras and checking out all of these different details. But again, the bigger thing too is some people will say, well, our black and brown babies, if the teacher's white, the teacher might really not like the student, and they might get into it, and she might shoot the student. The first question you got to ask to that is, if you think that your child's teacher, doesn't like your child that much, why the fuck you sending them to that school in the first place? That's number one. Number two, teachers overwhelmingly, really put a lot of their energy into at least they first, let's say 10 years of their career, right? before they get hamstringed by the administration and stuff like that, right? But generally, they want to protect, and like that's why they take the job. Why would we not give our teachers that choose to say, hey, I'm licensed to carry in the state? We telling them you got to leave your means of defending yourself and them children at home when you come to the place where the mass shooter is going to go. And that's just backwards. We have to change our view of that. The contradiction too is, think about this. We protect security football games with people with guns. We protect rappers, pop stars, actors, people with guns. The bank, the money that's insured. You're not going to lose anything. There's people with guns. But we somehow believe that our babies shouldn't be protected with people with guns. That's stupid. And if a mass shooter happens, when somebody happens to get to 911, they're calling somebody with an actual gun to come protect the situation. So we just got to change our viewpoint on that a little bit to get out of that thought process.
So I got another question when it comes to, because you're bringing up your babies. How important is it that you bring your babies to places that they understand gun control? Basically, do you even bring your babies to the range? Because I know people that do.
Yeah, my daughter, my 5-year-old has a gun. It's hers. Like it's, and I'm not saying like she go to the range and shoot, but she understands trigger discipline, muzzle discipline, parts of the handgun. You don't want it to be. How many times have like your parents told you like taboo some shit and like now you like, well, what's that? You know what I'm saying? As opposed to having a genuine conversation about a thing and showing them the proper and improper ways of doing something so you demystify it. That's the purpose of putting your babies in fall. It's like back in the day in like the 90s, you know, they say there was like a huge problem with like teen pregnancy. Like the answer wasn't like lock away all of the information about sex. They started doing like sex ed classes and teen pregnancy dropped. You don't like hide it. You address it and you solve the problem. You have legit conversations. So, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, make your child be something that they're not interested in. I'm saying give them a basic rudimentary understanding of a thing. And a lot of times your children are so excited to be doing something with you that you're a part of. I don't care if it's like cleaning your firearms, whatever. They just then start to naturally take a liking to it. And if they want to go further, you there to assist them. But the reality is you just want them at least to understand the safety components, you know, the safety rules. Treat all firearms like they loaded. Never point a firearm at nothing you're not willing to destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Know your target and what's beyond it. That's basics. You know, hey, what happens if you with y'all 10, 11 years old and y'all at the park and you and your friend come across a firearm? Don't touch it, get an adult. Like these are the things that you got to start instilling in your child so it's demystified. Or the TV gonna get your baby. They're gonna make it seem like it's a video game and I could just shoot this person and I just hit the reset button. That shit ain't how it go. So you absolutely should bring those babies involved into that situation. Some of them will gravitate towards, hey, I want to learn about this, or I want to try it. Some of them won't. You're not trying to force them either way. The purpose here is you just want to inform your children about this reality. So you'd be surprised how many times, man, a young person will be like seeing another young person doing something stupid and they're like, oh, what you doing with that? That's you dumb. That's not what we do. You know, so it's paramount to involve them.
Do you think gun education will ever come to blue states? Because our blue states actually, it seems like the blue states are the problem. And I hate to say it like that. It sucks. But the blue states, they don't want us to carry, to own, or anything like that, and they make it so hard for us. So do you think that at any time that we can, like, gun education will become paramount in a blue state?
Yeah, that's the reason why we started BGM. We had an intended goal of, when I started this, we said, yo, we're going to make black people the largest new gun buying demographic in America. It took us 3 years and less than $500,000, giving the money away for these free classes. In March of 2019, we did that. Black people in America are the newest, largest gun buying demographic, largely in part to our work. We travel all over the country giving these free classes, right? Now, why am I saying that? I knew we was going to make black people be the biggest gun buyers. I could do it. I just got to inform people. Then it's going to start spreading, but you got to take the education. We do most of our classes in blue cities. So that those blue states turn in a certain way is the more we start to understand as black people, yo, you know damn well you don't trust the government. You know you don't. You don't. You like, let's keep it a buck. You don't. You got to start going, any politician, black, white, whatever, that thinks that they should have armed security detail because they can afford it on your tax dollars, but you shouldn't have the means to defend yourself, training to be a safe and responsible gun owner. That tells you that they don't give a fuck about you. And if that person is running for any public office, and if you ask them, where do you stand on the Second Amendment? And then if they say, well, guns are the problem, don't fucking vote for them, black people. Gun control was started for black people to not be able to defend themselves from the state and racists. Flat out. That's not like a cool shirt, even though it is a cool shirt. It's not just because it's a cool shirt. It's a factually accurate statement. So as more and more black people that have been buying guns, now we start going, yo, wait. So I just bought this gun. This is a great question Princess just asked. I just bought this gun, and right after all of these black people start buying these guns, now Joe Biden, now that he's in office, he starts to push and enacts for some of the most extreme gun control measures known in American history. It ain't a coincidence that it's neck and neck with the biggest surge of black people buying guns in the world right now. And right after that, he get into his number one is the gun epidemic. No, because he has made a career out of locking black people up. And if gun control was started to lock black people up, it's hand in hand. So when we start showing black people, yo, the politicians that you voting for, and if they Democrat, the Democratic Party founded the Ku Klux Klan. That's not me like making that shit up. Like legit. You know, some of our greatest freedom, and again, full disclosure, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm a libertarian. However, the Republican Party was the party of like Frederick Douglass. He was like, yo, these Democrats is trying to murder us. But yet again, somehow the left and media, they got a good PR team. So they got black people convinced. I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson, LBJ, that said, I'll have those niggers voting Democrat for the next 200 years. So if you don't know this twist, and you in the hood listening to this goofy shit like I'm black, so I'm supposed to be Democrat, you sleep than a motherfucker. But people like me that can explain it to you and say, yo, wake up, bro. And I'm saying sleep, I would never say that to somebody directly in the sense of like, yo, you dumb. I'm just saying when I share the factual information, and people know where I live in North Philly, right? I ain't separated too much from that. I'm in a financial space where I could go wherever I want. I just happen to like my motherfucking hood. I want to fix it. With that being the case, when you have people that can translate that to the people, now we got millions of black people buying guns. Then you tell them like, yo, main man that you voted for wants to make you a felon for the firearm that you purchased if you don't sell it back to the government because he don't think that he wants to enact legislation that will make, it's not me making this up. If you are not compliant with this legislation, you got magazines over 10 rounds. All of this is in his push. You could be, if not for non-compliance with this legislation, you can go to jail for 10 years in a federal fucking penitentiary. But these are the same people that was yelling at Trump, oh, he's separating families. Biden has been separating black families with the drug war, with all of that mandatory minimum sentence and shit. He's been doing it for 50 years. He's been in office locking black people up for this shit for longer than all of us have been alive. So the answer there, and I want a roundabout way of saying it, the answer is yes. When we inform black people the play that the Democrats traditionally, not limited to, but overwhelmingly, you know, those politicians are doing, and don't get tricked by the fucking Stacey Abrams is running for governor again. Homegirl do not want you to have fucking guns. And if we can't meet there, do you want black people to have the means to defend themselves because we don't want to be relying on the government? If you can't flat out say, yes, The Second Amendment, which is the supreme law of the land, is very clear. They do not deserve your vote. And as that language starts to translate, you're going to start to see a lot of the repealing of a lot of this these unconstitutional statutes and mandates across the country, and you'll see it going in the direction of liberty.
I got a question. What do you think is the biggest misconception between the Second Amendment and gun ownership?
That the Second Amendment is somehow racist. It's not. It's when them white boys, the founding fathers, some of them were racist. Let's be very clear about that shit. We ain't gonna play this whole like, oh, those guys were good guys. Nah, they was down with the bullshit too at certain points. Let's be clear about that. And they also had good guys around that they all learned from, like Thomas Paine, that was telling like Thomas Jefferson, I'm paraphrasing, like, bro, you wrote the Declaration of Independence, but you own humans. That's a contradiction. You know what I mean? So saying this to say, those dudes that wrote that, they just came from a tyrannical government situation. They was like, yo, we're going to write this shit and double down on that Bill of Rights. And just in case people get goofy in 100 years, let them know, yo, you have the freedom of speech doesn't come from the government, and the government can't take it away. So First Amendment, you got the right to say what you want. Second is you get the right to have guns to defend what you just fucking said if somebody want to too strongly disagree, right? They wrote that as a system of checks and balances to check the government. And it had nothing to do with like, except black people. The legislation that was in opposition to it, which is what gun control is, was the legislation that was there to stop black people. The biggest misconception, because the left has very good PR and people on the right suck at the shit, the misconception is the opposite. Like the Second Amendment was the racist shit and the gun control is the protective shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest misconception. It's not racist. It's not even designed for like anything other than, yo, you could have guns and you could defend yourself if you're human. That's what that shit boils down to. But we got to challenge, we got to challenge that false narrative again through education. But that's the biggest misconception.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, we got a follow
up. Honestly, what is your view on like your reasons for supporting President Trump more than any other president that's been in office?
I don't support President Trump more than any president that's been in office. I think it was trash on the Second Amendment. I think it was great for business. Think about it. Think about this. Everybody know they own pocket, right? Keep it a buck. 3 years ago, if it's just even in their the Trump administration's ability to negotiate deals with oil producing nations, right? You didn't pay as much for the shit you're paying for now. You made more money. It's just it. I made more clean money under Trump, and I don't give a fuck about all that other shit. Is this impacting my community financially, politically, and socially in a good way? And it was. They like plumbers to me. I hire you to do the job. I don't gotta fucking like you. It's like, if you don't like somebody and he a plug for your tree, right? You could not like him, but he got that price. That's who you gonna go see. That's it. That's it. The dude that you like, but his prices is double. Yeah, I like him, and we'll party at the club together. But I can't get them things from you. I just can't. That's what Trump was. But Trump was weak on the Second Amendment, and a lot of people on the right don't want to call him to that. We had more federal restrictions on firearms, bump stocks, things like that under Trump in one term than Obama, because all of the Republicans will be like, oh, the Democrats is coming for your guns. And they are. But the Trump administration enacted more federal legislation, bump stocks, as a restriction in one term than Obama did in two. That's just the facts of the matter. And that's not me. That's just the facts, right? So no, I don't support any motherfucking politician at all. I will champion you when I think you're a freedom dude or a freedom woman, and I will critique you even if you're in the same party as me. I ain't got no picks with none of these dudes. That's it. They work for us. And if we keep doing this, the founding fathers also did not want they didn't want a party system. They more specifically didn't want a two-party binary system. Because now we're not evaluating this based off the public servant or politicians, how much they're going to service, we look at it in gang terms. Oh, we the blue, fuck the Republicans. We the red, fuck the Democrats, right?
Right.
And that's how they able to play us. So I don't support any of these people. None of them. I go, yo, Trump was great for the bread. Trump was great for, yo, man, stop pretending like you say you want a politician to talk like, yo, they street people. Stop pretending like you're not street people. Obama was great at pretending like he wasn't killing more black and brown people than any president in world history. But that's what happened. That administration bombed more African nations than any other president in history. That's not me making it up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. But he was smooth. And Michelle looked cool. And, you know, motherfuckers like, damn, Michelle got a fat ass. That's cute and all of that. But was black people thriving under that shit? No. Saying that to say, it's time for us to look into other options. Look into independent. Nobody wants to deal with the fact that we had Jade Simmons, a black woman who ran as an independent for president under the last presidential race. She was there. We didn't go independent. We had libertarian candidates. We have strong. I do champion some politicians. Like I spoke to him a few days ago. Thomas Massey from Kentucky, Liberty dude, good dude. He's a Republican, but he's a libertarian, right? Rand Paul, comes from he's Ron Paul's son, liberty minded. You know what I mean? We gotta as black people, we gotta start looking at these politicians, right? And like checking their stats. Is they stats in alignment with liberty? We gotta look at that shit like how we be talking about like LeBron stats, like we get money off the shit. We gotta be like, nah. My dude Thomas Massey, he did put up that legislation that would have repealed all of the gun-free zones. So he in my top 5. We got to do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start highlighting, candidates locally or go run. I ran for city council in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to just start being, look, the founding fathers that made this shit, there was a gang of Philly hood dudes. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Like, they were not like like Ben Franklin was a smart dude, but like they were regular people that was like, yo, we not with the dumb shit. And we have the power to do that. So no, I don't support Trump. I'm supportive of policy that any politician is in alignment with, the people socially, politically, and financially becoming empowered. And I'm very critical of any politician if I can't line you up with the Constitution, I can't even really fuck with you.
Copy that. Maj, I want to say thank you again for coming on the podcast tonight. There's a lot of respect here in this room, and you dropping the gems that we need. I mean, you're doing your job, you're serving your purpose, without having to do too much. So I want to just thank you for being here again and giving us the opportunity to listen to you and pick your brain at the same time. I have a couple questions. Sure. I'm just going to the first one. The one I wanted to know more importantly for me was, where were your roots coming into all of this? Where were as a kid? What was what were your surroundings? What were your influences? Who were they? And as you grew into a man, and obviously we all went through the same time period and seen a lot of the tragic events, that would lead to people wanting to arm themselves. But I just want to kind of know, like, where'd your start come from? Because you are a community activist. I'm sure maybe you didn't grow up like, hey, I'm gonna do this, but it started all from somewhere. And I just want to know, like, where's your roots come from, your foundation?
Yeah. In regards to firearms, I've had guns around since I was 15. So it was like I had an uncle that was in Vietnam. He seen me and my friends was like, yo, y'all are idiots. Like, you don't even have a holster. Like, y'all are stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. I had an ignorant viewpoint and I had a more informed viewpoint on that level. In regards to activism, my mother, did some work at in Temple University. She worked for PASEP, which was the Pan-African Studies and Cultural Enrichment Program. So I was around that young. My uncle gave me copies. I remember when I was like 16 or 17, my uncle gave me copies of like the ISIS papers, from the Browder files, the autobiography of Malcolm X. This type of shit was just around. And you know, you just start to see when it comes to the gun, lean it fast forward into Black Guns Matter. Before this, I made music. And so I would travel independently to different cities just selling my music. I used to take the Chinatown bus from Philly to Chinatown every morning at 7. I would be in New York by 9 o'clock on the trains selling my music, right? So I would do that in these different cities. I got to sell 1,000 here. I got to sell 1,000 here. I got to sell 1,000 here. You develop these relationships, and then you come back and you ask about, you know, where's Steve at? Yo, he caught a gun charge. Who'd he shoot? He ain't shoot nobody. He just had the gun. Everybody in a lot of these cities was just catching possession charges. So you live in a rough neighborhood. You got a gun because you live in a rough neighborhood, but you get arrested for having a gun in a rough neighborhood, and you didn't shoot nobody. So when too many of the same thing happens in different places, it's not an isolated incident. It's like an organized phenomenon. You know what I mean? And so when we recognizing the phenomenon, it was like, yo, even if you carrying unlawfully, there's ways to conceal with the police not looking at you. I carry appendix carry, right? Cops are trained generally to look on your hips. See if they see you, you know, that you're not wearing a gun belt, your pants is sagging, probable cause, right? So even if you carrying so-called unlawfully when it's not unlawfully, because the supreme law of the land is the Second Amendment, you missing information that we could solve. So for me, it was like, all right, I know how to articulate these points. I've been hiding guns for, you know, damn near 12, 15 years at this point. I mean, hiding them on my person in a good way, right? Concealing them. Let's just give some information. So that's kind of how it started. BGM started as it's going to be one event. And we did it in Philly, and people came from New York, people came from Jersey. Like, we expected maybe 30 people, fucking 300 people showed up, bro. And it was like, damn. And so we see a need for this, so we just kept going. We made it crowdfunded. People kept donating. As we would hit a goal, people would be like, nah, raise the goal. You got to keep going. And that was 5 years ago. And we just keep, you know, we keep going. And the beautiful thing along the way, which is I'm humbled by, when, you know, the brother said, you know, it made me want to get more involved. I see that a lot now. I see guys that are instructors now that I go back and do a class with them, and they came to one of our earlier classes 4 years ago that made them want to be a firearms instructor.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in reality, man, it's just this. I'm a translator and I'm a point guard. I could see the floor. And if for us to win, I don't have to score. I could just show everybody how I see the floor and dish people to rock when I know their defenses can't hold them. So my job is to facilitate and translate. Translate what I see. Yo, he can't guard you. He don't got no left hand. Translate that to my team so they could keep scoring and we could win, right? And my team is the communities all across the country. So when I say, yo, team, I'm going to make us the biggest gun owning group in America. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Then I go, yo, team, we're going to shift the voting policies from everybody dick riding the Democrats that want to disarm you and low key, like high key, but low key racist. We're going to stop voting for them and make you pick different options. And that don't just mean Republicans or Donald Trump Jr., because he's going to run for New York soon for mayor, right? It don't just mean that. And mind you, I'm not dissing Donald Trump Jr. He follows me. I know him. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it in the sense of like, you got more than just Republican and Democrat. Go look for the independent candidates. So when I say that, I can translate that to our people and they see why that makes sense, right? And then they go, damn. And then I go, yo, don't believe me. Here's some information that you could look up on your own too and double down on what I'm talking about. Now the next phase of that is, to Princess's question, now in Philly, I have a center that you can come to Philly and learn all of this shit, not even just gun stuff, conflict resolution, de-escalation. We're going to be doing classes on plumbing, on taxes, on crypto, on investing, on real estate, a free class in all of these places. Like, a community center don't just got to be like a gym with like a basketball court and like, you know what I'm saying? It could be like people learning things that empowers that community. And we're going to do that all from the muscle for free donations and shit like that. So saying that to say, that's where it kind of started. And I was able to synthesize all of my lived experience. When we talk about not being a soft target, when we talk about operating in condition yellow instead of condition white meaning like you in your fucking phone zone, not paying attention to nothing because you just trusting the universe out here, which is cool, but not really, right? And translating that from condition white to condition yellow, just paying attention but not paranoid, right? When we translate that, that comes from me looking for people. When I was like, yo, he's fucking lunch meat. I'm gonna get him. I'm going to rob him. So from a criminal standpoint, and I still say criminal, even though I never pulled my gun on a citizen, everybody was in the game, right? That's still wrong. It's still wrong. It was wrong when I was doing it then. However, I justified it. But that skill set gave me an ability to translate that lesson to a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And so all of those things synthesized over time, and my ability to communicate the point is what led me to this point. And so I keep going because I don't really, and not on no arrogant shit, but like a lot of people that get certain levels of notoriety that I have or further than me, right? They start switching the fuck up. They start like pretending like they don't like thick bitches. Like they like all of they mind like go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they pretend like they don't say bitches, even though we should be saying strong women, sisters, right?
Right.
They do this thing that I don't feel comfortable really right now leaving the people to them. Like, right, like the youngins that's up under me, my guys like Dev, my guys like, you know, Trav that run Kids to Kings, and my guys that run Walk the Talk America. The people that's like around that area, cool. But like these other guys, it's like the hood don't even really respect y'all, and y'all don't ever go to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Y'all use the hoods for like talking points, but I don't never fucking see you there. Like I'll tweet my exact location is this. Let's come have a drink. Like meet people and get like we got to stop being afraid of our community. So saying all of that to say, right, like all of that and that wrapped up skill set is how it led me to this point. But I didn't know, like now when I'm intentional about this, what we gonna do, that's different. But did I know that it was gonna be like this impactful, this fast? Nah, but I'm glad that all of my lived experiences were able to culminate in something that I could serve the hood with, you know.
So I got how can we, or is there any other way that we can further the movement and help you out?
Yo,
Because
man, everybody. Yeah,
go ahead.
And if y'all want to support with like donations, all of our classes, and I gotta be clear here, that $490,000 that's on the GoFundMe, it started as 25,000, and we hit the goal, and people told us to keep going, and it was like, yo, after 4 times, Maj, make it $1 million, buy a building, and keep doing it, right? I want to be clear. We give the money away for the classes as we do this shit. It ain't like I've made $1 million, but that wasn't GoFundMe money. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't like sitting in my account. Like man, this shit is to be given away. You know what I mean? We got to put that information out in the street. So if anybody wants to help with that, just go to the GoFundMe, donate. GoFundMe.com/Black Guns Matter. We fully transparent. You know what I'm saying? We also have a nonprofit arm of it, which all of those are 100% tax deductible. But donate that way financially. That's one way that you can help. Now that we have this location in Philly, you might not have no money, or you want to like benefit from the work that we put in, right? I'll give that Prince as soon as we have our first class, because the spot will be open in a little bit. If you somebody that's like, yo, I know how to do electrician shit, I want to do a free class, cool. We'll make the flyer, you schedule it, it's no charge. It's no charge. Hey, Maj, I need a class of like 4, I could run a class of 30, 40 people. Can I use the location from this time to this time? Yeah, but you got to make the class free. The class will be free, but I'll make y'all donate. So if we get 50 people and everybody give up $5 for a couple of hours, that's $250 that's going to the instructor. You know what I'm saying? So it's one hand wash the other, and we both get together and wash the face. So really, that's another way that you can help with your resources, your brain. The hood don't necessarily only need your money. They need your mind. They need your time. They need your skill set. So those are 2 major ways that you can help, or just go buy some merch or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like really skill set, resources, and just continue to, you know, push the like what we doing. So once we make, you know, our goal for 2022, my city now has like 504 or 5 homicides this year. We have a goal now of let's cut the violent crime in Philadelphia in 1 year by 25%. And I know that sound like Well, shit, that's still, however many hundred murders, but it ain't 500. You know what I'm saying? So then once we start showing progress and value that way at this building, then I can get to some more of my rich friends. One of my rich friends donated $125,000 last week, right? Now, when I say, look, I made a dent in 25% of the violent crime in Philadelphia. Give me a fucking $1 million and let's do this in 3 cities in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So these are all ways that, everybody can help, and how y'all help too. If you ain't got no bread to donate, $5, $10, that's great. But if look, I can offer some time, email me, email us, and let's set up a class. Cause your brain, man, you having like, if you a welder and you can teach a youngin how to weld, like I know a friend of mine that's a plumber that make about $200,000 a year plumbing. So like we got to stop like shitting on like these blue collar workers type deal. So if you got that, and we can keep a youngin or a group of youngins making 75, coming in the game, $50,000, $75,000 a year, and we teaching them how to budget, that youngin ain't got to rob, old folks and shit like that. So it's a net benefit all the way around.
I got one more question.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much time we got left with you, but
Right.
I could
go on all
yeah,
day,
I was about to say, but I know your time is limited. But I want to know, what are the top 5 books that have impacted your life the most?
Oh yeah, African Holistic Health by Dr. Rest in peace, Dr. Laila Africa. The autobiography of Malcolm X. Man, Malcolm's like a spiritual father to me. You know what I mean? And he just kept evolving right in front of us. You know what I mean? Autobiography of Malcolm X. Negroes in the Gun by Nicholas Johnson. Like the rich history that we have with firearms in this nation, and like how they try to play it like, no, that y'all don't really believe in guns, which is bullshit. 4th book would probably be Nile Valley Contributions to Civilization by Anthony T. Browder. He's the same dude that wrote the Browder Files. And Meditations on Violence. It's a really good book. It just deals with, being, when you're defending life, you got to be extremely violent, like very fast. When it's time to be very violent, you need to have an understanding of that. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's between like fucking me and the bad guy, I'm gonna fuck you all the way up. Like that's just it. And you gotta come to grips with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with the mental and spiritual ramifications of, yeah, bro, I'm gonna open you. I have to stop the threat. And it has to be the speed of violence. It has to be very violent. Because bad guys usually run in packs. If I fuck you right on up real fast, real bad, that may make him be a deterrent. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna add another book, 6, which was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it's an entry-level book in regards to getting you, like, making better financial decisions. And I say that not that there's not more in-depth books, but as a person that's beginning, like I was beginning in that and making certain decisions financially, teaching about like the cash flow quadrant, getting from employee and self-employed to business owner and investor. I think that book was really, really cool. Robert Kiyosaki, I think is his name. But an evolution to that thought process, a book that's been very impactful to me right now is, and it's my second time reading it, is Principles by Ray Dalio. It's a very good book. He started the world's biggest hedge fund management company. So if y'all get a chance, y'all should check those books out.
Copy that.
Yeah. They about to go get them tomorrow.
All right, so look, I'm gonna get into it. What's your top 5 guns? I want to hit them. And if you got them, let's see it. I mean,
if we go in platform, if we go handgun, I want something boringly reliable. My Glock 19 is in the middle of that. I EDC or everyday carry a Glock 19. It's in the middle of the Venn diagram. It has capacities 15 in the magazine, one in the chamber, so 16, just with one magazine. But I carry inside the appendix carry, inside the waistband appendix with a sidecar, which means the gun goes in here and that has a magazine in it, and it's a spare magazine as well for here. With this, it's a sidecar, right? So for me, handgun, because it's boringly reliable. That's why most police officers carry either a Glock 19 or a Glock 22. Most of the magazines are interchangeable. It's good capacity. It's not. It's small, but it's not a subcompact. It's the right size. It's not too big. It's like a. It's not a. It's not a. It's like a sedan, right? It's enough space to get busy. So if I'm in a gunfight and if I have to go non-lethal, but I need to butt you in your fucking nose with the gun, it's long enough that I can fight. Like the operative word in a gunfight is a fight, right? So for handgun, probably that. Second up, probably my HK VP9. It's just it's more expensive, but it's a really reliable gun. Out the box, it's just it's great. Probably after that, right? My AR, my Bravo Oscar, which is a friend of mine. That's his line of rifles, Argo J. After that is my actual line of rifles that we sold out of, is the Solutionary rifle. And then fifth, probably, and now I'm saying favorite based on like a multitude of things. Not, again, my Glock 19 is most practical for handgun for my everyday carry because it's boringly reliable. But my Barrett, which is a 50 cal, that shit cost me a lot of fucking money, and I don't really shoot it that often. But I can't. It's a 50 cal. It's a big ass gun. It's a rifle. It's like long. But it's just fun as hell when you do get a chance to shoot it. And you get the like low key stunt. You pull out like you somewhere in the outdoor where you got plenty of space, and you pull up in your truck with a Barrett. Everybody's gonna be like, damn, dude, save some pussy for the rest of us. Like, yeah, so that's my top 5.
I got a question.
Thank
you. All right. It might be on some bullshit. But you know a lot about guns.
Yeah.
And you was a rapper.
Yeah.
How many gun bars you got?
I didn't never rap about guns.
And you from Philly. You from Philly too.
Yeah. No, I made guns. I made songs. There's a song on the internet called Steel Drum. It's a few songs when I was rapping in a group. It's all on the internet. But anyway, my songs was usually, even then, it was like, if I mentioned guns, it was about fighting the state. The thing to that too was, when I was making music, I may or may have not still been actively robbing drug dealers. So I was always like, man, I'm not talking about that shit. Like I didn't want to implicate myself. So, and now the statute of limitations, whatever, I could be lying. You never know. But my point is,
allegedly,
right? And I've had too many friends or buddies or people that's like in the same vicinity. I'm working on something with Leak Moss, and if you don't know Leak Moss's brother AR Ad, he got sentenced to 42 years for no violence, just drug dealing, and they used his lyrics to do that. So when I was making music, I never, I just was like, man, I ain't touching that shit. It was always empowering. Cause like for real, I'm a gun dude, but I'm a freedom dude. And it's always been fuck the state. It's always been like the state has never been good for our people. The government has never helped. They don't even make anything. Name one thing that the government makes, like they create. Nothing. Debt, right?
Bills.
Like,
chaos.
Like criminals, like jail. You know what I'm saying? So like I never was like, it was always like, if a cop is accosting you, you have the right to shoot a motherfucker. Like, and that's a Supreme Court decision. That's not me just saying it. So my shit was always like that. I came into hip hop from a very community-based thing. And some of my earlier listenings to music was like fucking Dead Prez. And now Stick from Dead Prez is like follows me. You know what I mean? He gave me my first red, black, and green flag. Like, so these things are weird how they work out in Brooklyn. And so these are the things that I'm just like, bruh, like, this shit is not like, accidental, but I came into this thing having a little too much knowledge itself to talk about killing other people that look like me. It just wasn't even a thing in my head.
Are you gonna run again?
Probably after I take some more time to develop the community center and show value and show, the people of Philadelphia, like, if I get like 50 to 100,000 people to switch their political party to like libertarian or independent, I'll create a base and I'll show some value and I'll start calling out some politicians and start like antagonizing them in the press and getting that word out. Once the hood know, like if I ran for mayor and they got like, if I put some real money behind it, there's nobody in Philly that's not going to be like, yo, it would be crazy to see him as the mayor. Like, it would just be insane. Like, nobody in no big city would be like, if I ran it for that city, it would be like, nah, I fucking like this dude. You know what I'm saying?
You think they're ready for you?
Nah, that's when the fucking assassinations attempts is gonna happen. I'm familiar with how this movie go. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, most of the people that get assassinated don't ever have a gun on them. So I got that working in my favor.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I
That
think
was great. That
was a great point.
You know what I'm saying? I think the people would be behind it, but I think it would scare a lot of people in the establishment, or and I say this in all kind of joking, but kind of like we got to look at the platform that we on in the sense of like they would probably try to come by me first.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? They would be like, look, here go the 10 M's and like, shut the fuck up. And I think every man has to ask themselves, like, Malcolm, the CIA offered him back then, $6 million to just not talk several times. His wife, Betty, talked about that. And I'm talking about $6 million at that time. And she said that he would like deny them so respectfully, like it was like 10 cents. Every man got to search their soul about that. Because if they come and be like, listen here, you ain't got to do nothing crazy, but just, we're going to give you this $10 million to walk away. You got to search your own soul with that. So I think those are the areas that they would, come at me with. They're not going to be able to get me with women. That shit is not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I was always told that the job of the independent is to put pressure on both parties to actually do some fucking good somewhere.
Yep.
And that I was always told. And that's why I always, like, when it came down to me voting, it was on some, you know what? I can't side on one side because today this might mean something, but tomorrow this might mean something. And how do you sit there and just confide into one side when it doesn't always work for you on that side?
The unfortunate part is one side is overwhelmingly fucked up for Black people.
Yes.
And it's the side that we 90%, again, look at that number, we be voting for. And it's like, they clearly do not give a fuck about. Look, main man got on the Breakfast Club and said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. As if he was the determining factor for what blackness is. And that shit is like,
that's crazy.
Like, what other way do he got to show you that he don't give a fuck about you? Like, and I love that he got dementia, because now some of the things that he would have kept under wraps is shit that he just letting fucking slip. Yo, main man is gonna call somebody a nigga before his presidency.
Definitely.
It's like we're just waiting for it. You know what I mean? So like, you can't.
Let's go, Joe.
You got to just be like, nah. I say
a black baseball player.
Yeah, the great Negro.
Oh, he's dangerously close. He's dangerously close.
I thought that was the moment. I was because I've been betting motherfuckers. I'm like, oh, here it come. Like I call motherfuckers like, yeah, get that bread ready. The thing is,
what's the over and under?
Yeah, we just gotta recognize that if overwhelmingly one side has been anti-us, and y'all know how they look. Kamala Harris went to Howard. She's the vice president. Howard has some issues with the students saying it's fucked up in here. She could have made a phone call, and just that pressure alone, as an alumni, would have lent some energy to that. She ain't give a fuck. Homegirl don't even identify as black no more. She's saying, well, she was the first Asian American vice president.
For real?
Yeah, that's she's Asian. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
That is.
Switched up on you, huh?
This is some shit that we see all of the time. So us as a people,
Come 2024, she's black again. Watch.
right? She's gonna try the Timberlands out again.
And the head
That's
lead.
what I'm saying. Like we gotta look past that and stop. People like me are strong enough to be like, I'm not playing that game, and I'm not going to be shamed into like calling y'all bullshit. Like, oh, you must be a Trump supporter. If the motherfucker getting the black community money, right? I'll give you a perfect example. Main man was trying to put 50 billion on the table. Excuse me, 500 billion on the table for black folk with the so-called platinum plan. And I know Pastor Darrell Scott that worked with him on that plan. Black man, right? The boy that looked like Lloyd Banks that was in the car with him, right?
Yo,
I chop it up with him here and there, right? Peep this though. Trump was ready to drop that bread. Oh, Biden and them say, yeah, we're gonna hook HBCUs up. Say they're gonna get 50 million, right? Then on the final hour, say, nah, we're gonna cut that by 30 billion. This was this administration.
They cut it by 95%.
But black people though, like this what it's like you like this abusive relationship.
Oh yeah,
toxic.
So grow, get healthy, get out of that toxic relationship, or shut the fuck up. Like, yo, take the scraps. Here niggas, here go the scraps. They say we can't be the president of just black people. We can't make legislation just for black people. Then the Asians get all of the bills. Then unlawful immigrants to this nation. They telling you reparations can't be a conversation. They telling motherfuckers that was separated at the border unlawfully, we're gonna naturalize and immigrate, and we're gonna give them $500,000. We're gonna get them $500,000, but you can't even have a conversation about reparations. And I ain't even talking about taxing people. We talking about taxing corporations that was involved in it, but they don't want to have that conversation. I don't really know how many times we got to show black people. And it ain't about just being on the Republicans' ass. It's like Ice Cube tried to help these dumb motherfuckers trying to call him a sellout.
Yeah.
And they call him a sellout. Yeah.
It was crazy.
So
I can't wait.
We gotta make sure that we translating this information to the people from a strong, honest perspective. This ain't to just tap dance for the GOP or tap dance for the right. I'm taking on all who got that bread for me. Who policies are going to leave us alone for us to empower our community while y'all giving us that bread, because y'all fucked our shit up a little bit. You got to look at this from a gangster perspective. The state is the mob, and you got to organize to make your fucking mob equally powerful. And that comes through solidarity and telling the truth to our people. And if that blue side of the mob, right, doesn't have to do anything, they're not going to. So you got to put the pressure on them by going like, yo, you a free agent out here. Every time it's time to vote, I'm a free agent. What you got for me? What you got for me? I can't just give you this joint. But I need something for this. What you got? We got to start looking at it from that way. And fuck that acceptance or the red and the blue. Fuck that. Stacey Abrams ain't been for black people. They want our over 60 million fucking abortions annually, right? We keep hovering at this 13% in the fucking census shit. Yeah, because you're killing your army before they born. So fuck all that. I don't give a fuck because she could smile and, you know, and do little cool shit, get on there like fucking goofball ass Roland Martin. I don't give a fuck. Is this shit beneficial for our people, for our community? If that happened to be a white boy that's going to be doing that for us, a white lady that's going to be doing it, come on, sign up. Cool. because neo-colonialism is white supremacy with a black face. So I can't, okay, if it's black power with a white rapping, cool, unwrap that shit at the crib. I don't give a fuck. What's going to be good for us? And we got to view it that way. And voices like y'all to highlight that from an urban perspective that's unapologetic about that and saying, look, baby, we doing this for what's good for us. We ain't got time for that other shit. Those voices are going to be the ones that are respected. The people like fucking goofy ass Brandon Tatum that's just tap dance and step it, fetch it for the fucking, the state, the police, got self-hate black issues. Them type of motherfuckers, we done with them. And we got to make sure that we not letting that narrative that if you are conservative or libertarian, and if you're not a Democrat, somehow that's tied into self-hate or like Black Ahmaud Arbery deserved it, the type of dumb shit this fuck shit says. You know what I mean? So we need more voices like y'all to highlight and empower people from a legit position that actually is in the community, engage in the community.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time we have. I'm about to say.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm about to go eat and smoke. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Where can the people find you? Where can the people find you?
On Instagram, Mr. Maj Toure, MrMajToure. Twitter, Maj Toure, MajToure. The GoFundMe's GoFundMe.com/Black Guns Matter. You can get all of this stuff in the link tree in my gram. But outside of that, if you're going through something, man, if you're a vet, if you're not, whatever, if you're a hood vet, you're going through some shit with your baby moms or some shit, your baby father, email me, solutionarylifestyle@gmail.com. My team or myself will open that email. We respond pretty accurately. If you're going through some shit, man, because again, like I said, 60% of the 30,000 deaths, but they won't tell you, gun-related firearm deaths are suicide. So I would rather listen to your bullshit about your grumpy ass baby mom and give you some shit about, well, you fucked her. You just wanted to have that fat ass. I'd rather shoot the shit with you about that than read your obituary. So we need more soldiers. If you got questions, email me. And I thank y'all. I thank y'all for having this platform and allowing me to grace my presence on your platform. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yes,
Anytime.
Thank you for your time, man. The modern day Malcolm X.
Yep.
Leader of the gun revolution.
Let's go.
Black Guns Matter.
Let's go.
Is the top gun organization in the country. Now let's get the people behind it and let's push this man into office and let him do what he's been doing. But now let's give him the resources to do everything that he wants to do. My brother, we appreciate you. We hope to have you back on our show, and we hope to do some work with you in the future, man. Thank you so much, man. You enjoy the rest of your night.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good night, man.
All right.
Peace, brother.
Ooh, that was good.
That was good.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. It's crazy because he was supposed to only be 20
minutes, yeah.
And that man just donated about an hour and some change of his time. And
Pod's almost over.
Yeah,
Word, like, we about to cut this.
Pod.
Yeah, we about to pop this bottle, drink, eat this cake.
Yeah,
we about to do the 100th episode. I don't even know if we should even talk anymore after this shit. Like,
that was a great interview.
That was probably,
we talk.
Yeah, we're gonna politic.
We're gonna politic for a little bit.
We're gonna celebrate.
Right.
It's the 100th episode, man.
100.
This is an amazing feat. We're gonna have some
it's
fun
time
tonight.
for us to have a little bit of fun, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun, but that.
Philly,
definitely out to Philly.
We out to Philly.
Yeah, we definitely out to Philly.
I was just in North Philly last week.
Listen, I'm ready to go to Philly because I need to go get some more of that butter cake. You heard? Woo, that butter cake is real.
That butter cake.
That butter cake ain't no joke. Marketplace.
There you go.
But nah, man, that man definitely got a lot of gems, and I'm gonna listen to this interview back a couple times.
Yeah, me too.
Because there was just some things I couldn't catch. Like even those books, I'm like, all right, I gotta get those books.
Yeah, we'll get them.
We're gonna get those books.
We gotta cut that whole episode and send it to him.
Yeah,
just his part and just like send that
sure.
shit to him.
For sure.
Yeah, man, that was a goodie, man. We let him speak whatever he had to say.
It's like a support for that for what he just did. I think personally,
we got him.
If anything, I'll do it.
We all should donate. We all gonna donate.
Buy some of his merch.
Yeah, I'll buy some too. We go wear it on the pod
and hand it out to the community as well.
Yeah,
as basically as a recognition for Black Guns Matter.
We can do that.
Next time we could get Chancellor, maybe. Oh shit. We could probably try to see if we could get like when he comes to New York, maybe we could do our own shit to try to get these kids or these people coming in and try to like know.
We live in the hood too.
Yeah,
we live in the hood too. So it's equally important. It might not be his situation. We start our own situation. He helps us push point in the right direction, right? So this was a game changer. And I think before this, to be honest, I saw a lot of upside and what happens on this pod. Every pod is always going to be effective, but when I saw the levels that we were taking to really bring information to people that they don't generally get or would get. For instance, when we had when we had our guest here, my man Avatar, right? And we, from that one episode, it went to, another evolution of an episode that we still need to regurgitate with that. We need another conversation. We need another one-on-one with anybody from place that we don't reside in. Whether that be your deaf, I don't know what the proper term is, but
deaf community. You mean.
Okay, is it it's hearing impaired? If you are visually impaired, if you deal with a depression, if whatever it is, it doesn't have to be anything dark and down. Like if you make a lot of money doing something, good for a cause, come in here and share it. So I think with that episode up until this one, it shows that the bar can be set and anything, and we all individually need to all be trying to find something to put here to keep that going now, because it's like, okay, what do we do for by episode 200? What has been accomplished since between then? So we really, all of us, more you guys, because I just got here, but we pushed, we set the standard. And I look forward to raising it and keep it up now because, it's not just about getting a massive following. We want people to follow something worth following. Because you can follow anything, but then what good was all of this for? For all of that, we could have just talked about the same X, Y, and Z and just be one-sided to that. So I see where we're going here. I like what the direction that things are going. And let's work, fellas. Let's work, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go,
this
man.
is beautiful.
Another 100 episodes?
Another 1,000,000 episodes.
How much?
Man.
Shit.
Hundo? It's 100 episode.
Hundo. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even imagine this day when we first started. I couldn't. To say that we were going to have 100. First of all, I felt like the 40s fucking took forever.
Yeah, word.
I feel like we were in the 40s for 2 months.
Yeah.
It was
And
in the 60s for some reason.
yeah, it's just this shit just felt extra long at pause. But
the 70s, 80s, and the 90s went by super fast.
yeah, the 90s went by
Yeah, up
fast.
to the 60s.
They flew.
And once we got to the 60s, it was it kind of dragged a little bit. And we've been dragged. It seemed, even though we was
I don't know.
having
To me, it felt like
having 2 weeks,
after that year episode, this shit just flew.
Really? Puerto Rico felt like it was a long time.
Yeah,
it
does
but
feel
you
like
gotta realize the reason why I say it. You gotta realize that we started doing 2 in a week. That's the only reason we had 100 in the same year because we was doing 2 in a week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, low key surpassed 100. If we would have count the verses, the episode,
Yeah.
we
That's
would have
true.
been past 100.
And I remember in the beginning when we was doing the shit.
And we would have surpassed it too. With little blackouts we would have it too.
Remember when we did the Jordan documentary shit? We did 4 or 5
debates,
episodes of that.
the sports debates.
Oh yeah.
We've been doing this for a while. Now that I think about it,
Shit, the Future Streamers podcast. Shout out to them.
Nigga, we made it.
Let's go. Let's go. We gonna pop this shit.
We still going. A lot more work to do.
Nah, you got it. You got it,
Shoot.
boss.
Do this?
You got it, Kev?
Be responsible, Chad.
Want me to be messy or regular?
No, regular
pop
nigga.
that
My
bottle,
laptop is there.
man.
Stupid.
Messy.
That's why they want to. Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, we just had a. Yo, we just talked about gun control, bro. We just talked about gun control.
Nah, I wasn't doing that. Messy was shaking the bottle.
What do you think this is? Do we look like a bunch of females?
If he would have sprayed that shit on the laptop, we would have.
That's why they want to do it. I ain't want that to be on me.
That'd have been the end of the 100th episode, and we had to pack it up. due to rain.
Due to rain. Due to Kevin.
Due to the weather. Yo, Chef, crazy. You will never pop a bottle of champagne around me again. You are way, and you're not standing next to me in the gun range because you was just fired it off. You was looking at me when you did it. So,
but we didn't even stop talking and shit.
Sorry,
I see you with the fancy pull. Now you want to know how to control the weapon? Nah, bro.
Yo,
my son just say, "Hey, what's going on? You want to buy?" Yo,
cheers,
come on, we can't
cheers,
do that.
fellas. This is to 100. To 100 more. Cheers. Man.
Yes. Salute.
Let's go.
Shit. Cheers. Cause I was gonna say something, but now I'm like, damn. Let me just take my sip first.
And again, shout out to all the watchers, viewers, fans, followers, likers, subscribers, haters, doubters. Shout out to all the people always in the comments. Princess, shout out to you.
Hey,
Princess been out here
that was pulling up
with the comments, crazy.
Niggas was pulling up to the fucking pod, like.
Right. Shout out to the
a crazy audience.
People on the side just pulling it. That was different. Like, I love it. Shout out to everybody. My mom for supporting. Shout out to my girl for supporting. Shout out for my kids. They probably not watching, but they would or they could because it's the internet is forever. So we think. So shout out to everybody, man. This is a great time, and again, we got a lot more work to do.
Absolutely.
All the guests in the 100 episodes that we had. Shout out to the toxicity that we had.
Oh yeah. Shout out to you breaking your arm.
Damn.
You breaking your arm?
Oh, you talking about I don't even. Should I say it?
Go ahead.
Now shout out to Roxy, toxic ass.
Toxy Roxy.
Toxy
Roxy. That's what I call her.
Out of the socket, but shout out to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that she came in when I came in, so that's a part of my gang. Shout out to you, Rox. You've been missed. We need some toxicity around here.
Definitely.
Jackson's watching.
Jax, carry your ass. Hey, son. He ain't gonna go to sleep. He ain't gonna go to sleep.
Real fast. Like, hold on.
He probably like, Daddy, no. Don't cry, son. I'll be home soon.
Who else? Shout out to Brandy. Brandy ain't been here in a while.
Yeah, shout out to Brandy.
Brandy.
She was a good vibe. Shout out to my son Emmanuel. He be coming through with the conspiracy.
His name is not Emmanuel.
Manuel?
D-Manuel.
You keep hearing D-Manuel. Sounds like Emmanuel. All right. Wait, is his name real? What's his real name?
The Manuel.
His first name is not the.
The Manuel.
Come on, Mom. I'm live right now. You calling?
Shout out to Scheme Guy.
That's Mom?
Oh, look, hold on.
Hey!
My mom's watching. She want to congratulate us, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Put it on the mic.
All right, shout out. My mom got the guns and the bullets on deck. I know. I'm gonna get you a holster and some ammo.
Why nobody told me that this nigga's face is right there? Like
Ma, show him your Glock.
Oh, now I can show it?
Yeah, you can show it now. We already had the gun control.
Wow, yo, my nigga, you look just like your mother.
Yeah.
Listen, this is 40 Central, man. When your mama call you live and tune in to the pod, you heard?
By the way, anybody out there that want to call in, they want to call in and congratulate us. We take everybody's call, man. We taking everybody who wants to call us today. We taking that shit. Let's go.
No cat. Oh, you see it?
Hey! Big stepper. I was laying somebody down.
Yeah,
that is laying somebody down.
I know y'all can't see right now, so my mother.
Have a cute gun in my life.
She got a pink and black. What's that, Glock 19?
Pink Panther right there.
Pink and black Glock 16. That shit look like a Barbie. Just, ooh, shit.
It's a sad way to go out.
It's a pretty way to go out. Like,
you know what I'm saying? You get knocked down by the Pink Panther.
Right?
All right. We live. We don't want to tell them too much.
You know what I do want to say? Like what he was saying about New York, this Democrat Republic, like the politicians, the biggest cripping bloods. They the gangs.
Gang shit.
They the ones we gotta fight.
Gang.
Yo, we gang. We need to gang. But we already know what it is. That was very informative. I hope and wish y'all. Maybe I'll see you guys soon. Live.
Okay. Yeah.
Bring your
You gotta
jacket.
make that happen.
Bring your jacket.
Bring your good
Bring a
warm
good
shoes.
coat.
Bring good warm
And
shoes.
socks.
So I wear mink coats when I went to New York. See, look what I got on now. You know, this how we doing the South Carolina. I got the petty.
All right. You ain't gotta rub it in, man. I know where you at. We cold. We know what's up.
It was 70 degrees today.
Oh well, congratulations.
First of all, you never stunning us with the
Word.
Word,
It was
right,
70
man.
degrees today.
I'm hanging up because I love you, and my toes I can't feel them, and you making me mad with that.
That heater didn't do shit for us.
I know. I'm gonna put them on next week. That's for damn
Can you
sure.
imagine if that shit wasn't here?
I feel better.
I'm cold as shit
Yo,
still.
fellas, Mama
Good
Shalai.
night.
Good night.
Make sure you have me some more. I'll be here next Thursday.
We got
Okay.
you.
I bet.
Like that.
That's Princess. Come on, man. Act like you know. She in the comments all day, every day.
Let's
run
go,
it.
let's go, let's
All
go.
right. I love you, man. All right. Later, man. I love you. All right.
We-
Crazy. I don't know who gave me the link, but you know.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Nah, thank y'all,
Everybody
thank
out
y'all.
there.
Oh, that's my sister. What's up? That's my big sister, my role model,
Let's go.
the person I've always wanted to emulate.
Mm.
Yeah.
We definitely had
I actually gotta have my sister on the
over,
podcast.
over the 100 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
100 plus because like you
Yeah,
said,
100 plus.
We had like 150 at this point.
Yeah,
It was some good fucking times, B. It was definitely some good times.
And
Y'all
shit,
welcome. Shit.
I was about to say,
Thank you.
Didn't get arrogant.
nah, but he read my mind because I was gonna say, I want to give a shout out to this man right here, and this podcast wouldn't be here if it wasn't from this man's idea.
Yeah, Justin.
This all sparked from he said, "Y'all want to do a podcast," and I don't know what happened before me and him had that conversation, but
Nobody did it.
yeah, it just didn't happen. But the idea and the energy was there, and I saw that he was serious about it. And I was like, "Yo, whatever I could do to help, let's do it." And then we did one during quarantine, then it did two, and he taught me about the powerfulness of consistency.
Yo, the
Like,
crazy shit is, I don't even know what episode it was where I started, but I just happened to look on my Facebook and was like, yo, niggas doing a podcast? Let me tap in. Like, and that's where it started. For me. I was like, fuck these niggas talking about. And I just started watching. So then
But that's it though.
Yeah, the next episode it was like, oh,
Fuck
I
is
can
this
tap
talking
in? Like, and Justin was like, yeah, I sent you a link. And then I just started popping up for no reason. Like,
Quick
I was
question.
just-
Quick question. But What is-
the tea situation? Of course.
what happened?
What is your most memorable moment when we was in quarantine?
Most memorable moment?
Yo,
Damn.
I got a couple. I got
Remember that?
Fami. I got Fami's. And I got when he got yelled at. When he was laying in the baby crib.
Hold on. Warren's face when he was sitting in that bathroom.
He was in the baby's crib.
That like a bathroom. And he was just like,
What?
He's like,
So the crib, backstory. So the crib opens up. You ever had one of them 3-in-1 cribs that turn like the crib?
All right, crib turn to.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know what that's about. All
We
right.
opened this shit up, and I'm just sitting there. I'm talking to them, and for whatever, basically what happened was what I gathered because I don't remember. I was lit, but I started a conversation with her, and then whatever happened, I didn't want to hear it no more, and I walked away.
Okay.
And then I jumped on the podcast because they let me in. Like back then you had to wait for them to actually
invite you into the.
I let him in.
He invited you into the chat.
No, he had the link already.
To the podcast or whatever.
But that's my point.
Yeah, we let him in.
The people that's watching might not know that.
Yeah, I don't know what that happened.
They send you the link. You sit there, you click on it. You gotta set your settings up and your cameras and whatever you're gonna talk through, your microphones and your speakers or whatever. And once you do that, then you backstage. And then when they invite you in, that's when they invite you in. So I did all of that shit, but then I chose to have a conversation while waiting for these niggas. I chose to have a conversation with T. So while the conversation was regular, these niggas was like, "Oh, we gonna plug them in now." So once I saw it, I was like, "I'm out of here." And I walked away.
Right.
So I sat there and I was having a conversation. She was like, "Are you serious? Like we was having a conversation, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
She said, "Did you excuse yourself?"
Yeah, exactly.
She said, "You ain't excuse yourself."
If you go back, all that shit is on the pod.
Oh wow.
You doing this right now? You doing this right now? Like right now? I don't care who you talking to. I'm like, you doing this right now? Like, you really doing this right now?
No, his face was crazy.
Oh man, that's gold.
Because I'm like, yo, you really doing this? Like,
right.
You violating.
I remember. Listen, I remember I tuned in on that episode. That's exactly what I saw.
Really?
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 She was like, "Yo, you serious?" I'm like, "Yo, I'll show you." I show her, and she was like, "Why you ain't tell me you was?" Give me a chance to use violate. When you violate, you don't give nobody a chance to do nothing. What we talking about?
That was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
That's definitely a highlight.
I think one of my favorite runs was the top of 2021, where like the first 3 interviews we just had people from the neighborhood. Yeah. It was like we had 40 Music, Grade 8. Then we had 40 Music Part 2, and that run was just like it was fun. It was fun. It was informative, and that to me was when I feel like, how can I say it? I feel like the neighborhood always embraced us, but that was like the first time where it's like, all right, like 40 Central is like here for real. Like now, not only do we have like the neighborhood backing, but it's like, all right, now we got dudes from other communities like, yo, can I come on the show? I got an artist, I got a talent. And it's like, then it got to the point where we weren't even doing podcasts. We were just doing straight interviews. Mm-hmm. Like that's how many people we had lined up. And we started doing interviews, and we had people from Co-op. We had people from fucking all over the Bronx. Even to this day, there's still people like, yo, I'm trying to come on the show. And great. And it's like that, I feel like sparked after January, and like people really got to see like, yo, we're here to be a platform for the people.
Right.
And then during the summer, it got even bigger once we started doing more community work and all that type of shit, and toy drives, and going to homeless shelters and giving things away for free. And it's like, and one thing Chris always says on the Future Streamers podcast, like, we don't just pod, we pod to make a difference.
No, he didn't say that. You told him to say that.
Well, he said it.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Thank you. He said he couldn't say. He couldn't.
I didn't have a comeback. I was stuck.
On the podcast is when we interviewed this nigga Legs at 50, right? and then his man, they was all rapping, and his man said, "Put it on Fantasia." Like the beat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We
What?
sitting there like, the fuck?
Yeah, how did we get hit?
And the nigga was sitting there, he was going, yo, it's the hardest verse I ever heard in my life. On Fantasia beat.
Mm-hmm.
It was wild crazy. He was dead ass serious. I was locked out. I was doing this, that, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is what you did? And then
damn, right, he was holding that in.
Turned into a hook.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yep.
Rick turned into a hook, and that shit was dope. But
wait, what's the hook? I'm sorry. I'm just like, dude, what's the hook? Oh, he did it on the okay. This nigga was like, yo, they was going crazy on Quiet Storm, this, that, and other. Nigga said,
put on Fantasia.
He said Fantasia. Just like that, no hesitation. Put on that Fantasia shit.
Yep.
When I see you. He was like, what?
It's a hard beat.
That is a hard beat, though.
But right, you can't go from some super hard body Uchi Wally to Fantasia. Like, whoa, how the fuck we got this?
Oh, now the other shit. What was the other shit that they said that JT kept playing the same fad beat?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I forgot. It wasn't quiet.
Man, you in the building. No, it was
throw it in the bag. Throw it in the bag. Throw it in the bag.
Got me. She got me. 500.
You ain't even play a remix, JT? Dang.
Nah, they ain't like that one. Listen, man, you can't bat 1,000. Funk Flex don't even bat 1,000. Funk Flex is paid back.
First of all, you want to talk about it? This nigga Justin is like old for nothing. Like, who you beat in the fucking verses, man?
Damn.
He took it.
Damn.
First of all, one, I beat you. I took the battle on a 25-minute thing, and I still beat him.
Remember that. I remember. Nobody won.
Nah, he said he killed you in 25 minutes.
No, I killed him, and I didn't even. I never lost.
You lost and you had help, and then we're not even gonna talk about JT smoking you.
That was
we not. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
One time. He smoked me one time. That was bad. He smoked me one time.
This is irrelevant. The
only one time he smoked me was when I made a dumb decision because he wanted to take it, and I was like, nah, I take that shit. Right? He was like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And I got smoked. But you never smoked me, nigga. Fuck out of here.
First of all, you know.
Damn. Matter of fact, this is because this is the 100th episode, and we've been waiting for this versus for a while. I'm calling out Warren.
Oh.
And I'm bringing out Rick Ross. Let's set it up. I'm calling out Warren.
Y'all ain't battle yet?
We battled. But he been calling out Ross for a while now.
Oh, he want Rick Ross.
So I'm bringing out Ross. I'm calling out Warren.
Who you fuck all that. Who you taking?
Hov. He already knew that.
I already knew that.
Okay,
he gonna take Big Bro. He gonna try to Big Bro me. We not scared of that.
Okay.
You're not scared of that.
You know what's crazy? I would have never respected anybody else using Ross, and that was the whole point. If anybody else would have sat there and said Ross, I'm not battling you. Like you're not a fan. You're not a fan.
I could do Rick Ross because you definitely got to be a fan of certain things because even if it's not a mainstream song, it got to be a song that hit. Even if it's just for you, like, nah, this song was different. If you know shit and you a fan, this hit. So I dig that.
When JC actually disclosed
the
reason why he didn't pick Rick Ross, because he felt like I was gonna pick every Jay-Z song that was featured on Rick Ross, and I was like, nah, that wasn't. I felt like the only artist that could actually battle. There's only two artists. Drake and Hov.
Negative. Wait. You said so. Wait.
To battle Rick Ross?
Oh, I thought you said to battle Hov because I'm like, wait. First of all, you saying Hov can't. What the fuck? This is crazy. All right, I got you. To battle Ross though.
Nah, that's a few more rappers you can throw out there.
I already used Kanye to smoke this nigga.
Nah, because I still got actually. I was gonna say who
the fuck you pointed at?
I got in my next battle.
Ain't point at
whoever
me.
want to battle me.
You ain't point at me.
Is that what?
I was gonna say Nas because I was just.
I don't think Nas will walk in the verses.
All right, not with me. Not with me.
He's a great.
Who did you use Kanye to smoke him?
Who to smoke Nas? Somebody got Nas got smoked?
No. Nas never came to the verse.
He had Drake.
Was it the time I walked in your crib? You was playing the Drake music. You was playing songs that niggas never heard.
He's practicing.
Was it that?
Practicing.
You have never came to my crib when I did a versus.
Listen.
When I had a versus, you never came to my crib.
You was at your crib, right? You was at your crib.
Hold on.
You know what happened? He went home and played Marvin's Room.
That's all right. At least he practiced.
I never played Marvin's Room.
You was playing
Yo,
songs,
Justin.
you was playing songs that wasn't hits.
Tell him at least you practiced.
Yeah,
I didn't practice.
I walked in the crib that day.
I took it to fight. What happened was he's supposed to battle somebody else, and we already put it out there. So I was like, yo, fuck it, I'll do it.
So you last minute bout. So
And
you
I
had to get right.
won. I won.
You had to prepare.
I didn't prepare.
You was preparing.
Listen,
I didn't prepare.
Listen,
All right. Guess who else didn't prepare?
No,
Guess who
I
else
didn't prepare at all.
If Justin won,
Go back to it. It's on Facebook. Go back to
No,
it.
I didn't know if you prepared it. I don't know.
listen to me. And Jay-Z's gonna vouch for this right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Why they keep
In the
throwing me
middle
in it?
of the battle, I was like, I'm gonna just throw this one away. I'm gonna let him win this round. I'm gonna let him win. There was a couple, not just one. There was a few joints. I was like, yo.
So who you?
So think about it. Think about that. That's why he lost. He's a dick.
I still won. That's the whole point.
How did he win if we went to overtime?
I still won.
How did you win if we went to overtime?
I don't think you should have. I mean, you probably shot yourself in the foot with that.
He's a dick.
You knew you had it, but when you tell people shit like that, they be like, all right, well, he gave up the round. He won. And it's like,
I won the round.
Right. And they're like, oh, he won. But for you, it's like, nigga, this is already like how I did.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't.
like how I did
Hey.
Bag. That shit was in the bag, signed, sealed, delivered.
Watch it. You know what I did? At the end of that, I critiqued him and told him what the songs that he should have played.
I'm not gonna lie.
Said that to Kev too.
Yo,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's crazy.
All I'm saying.
I sat there and said, yo, you should have played this. You should have played.
Mhm.
You should have played. You should have played. That's how you lost. And
Listen.
I sat there and said that. Go back and watch that.
Go back and watch it again.
I
I told you that.
I
Go
want
back and watch
anybody who think they could beat
Go back and watch it.
Nas, come holler at me.
Yes, I did play ignorant shit. Yes, I did play ignorant shit. Yes, I did. Stupid.
I wanna.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Want to bet?
I'm calling somebody out.
Go back and watch it.
Would you like to bet?
Is it saved?
I'm calling
Yeah,
somebody
it's
out.
on Facebook still.
It ain't Kev,
Listen, if
Justin,
if
you
Justin
my man.
smoked Warren,
but now I don't want no smoke with you. It's one of these two. It's
You got-
one of these two.
Uh,
I need both. I need
I
both.
just got called out by the champ, so therefore,
That's all right.
I mean, you can see Corey first,
I said-
and I'll see the winner.
I'm in Rocky mode.
Listen,
If
I'm undefeated.
if you want to,
I feel like Rocky too. Actually, I don't feel like Rocky. I feel like
Who would you
fucking
take?
Drago.
Who would you
I
take?
ain't lose yet
Who would you take?
at all. Who? I want to battle both because
No. Artist.
Well, artists.
oh well, right now I just said I got Nas for somebody, but I still got to battle the both of them. Warren we're about the same in age, right? So we heard a lot more music than
They got an
definitely
advantage.
Kevin, Justin's ass, and JT to an extent.
Yeah.
JT is tapped in, but he's still, there's some gaps that he didn't grow up in.
Mhm.
So I feel like, it could be an advantage for me, obviously, because I have the, I'm older. I listen to this shit more. So,
is that don't
but
underestimate him.
I can't.
Because
I can't.
He, unlike
He knows something.
from ass nigga, JT knows how to play the crowd. I said
And I was told
I
that.
sat there and I said that when it came to the Meek Mill and Kim.
He's an orator.
He played the crowd.
He's an orator, right?
And it's nothing. And I took my L. That's what it was.
You
played the crowd perfectly.
You beat G.
That's all a part of it.
Yes.
That's all a part of it.
It was overtime.
I sat there because you know what happened? G was
Overtime.
complaining. G was complaining that I was playing full songs while he's playing freestyles. So
Remember
I started
that.
playing freestyles, and then we tied at the end, and then I smoked him all 5 rounds. And
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like, "Yo, this, that," and all. I said, "I could have played all of this shit before,"
Yeah, I remember that one.
and that's how I smoked him.
All I'm gonna say,
So can we get a date?
Y'all got your bout.
I think that he should
I got
battle
Nas
him
on
first.
I got Nas on a ticket
I think you should mind your
for
business.
whoever want to battle. Nas.
They y'all both want to battle him.
Yo, Justin, you want to battle, Justin?
I don't care. Y'all do it. I don't
You
give a
want to
fuck.
battle?
Yeah, I do it.
Hold on. I got called out, so therefore you should mind your business.
My fault. He really wants this. He really wants this.
Nah, this needs to happen.
He really
It
wants
has
it.
to happen.
JT said, "I want to battle Warren, and I'm bringing out Rick Ross."
Yeah,
I go, "Nah, I'm not gonna battle you. I'm gonna battle Corey." No, fuck
Nah,
that.
you got called out. You can't skip the nigga. He put you in rotation. You can't put the next man up.
Lost. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Go
And
back
you
to my
can't-
battles.
Just want to turn that whole back. Like, what are you talking about?
And you can't
All
do
right,
that.
Go back to my
The only way
battles.
you
Go
can
back
do
to my
that-
battles.
The only way you could do that is if you're the champ. You could respectfully decline everybody who wants to challenge you. And you
Challenge.
pick who you want to fight. That's just how it goes.
Tell them niggas that they got a battle to get to you.
I'm gonna say this, Warren. If you do want to accept the battle,
I already accepted.
It's
we
been
gotta
accepted.
do it right now.
Whoa, right now?
We gotta do it right now.
Right now? What we getting? We got, how many songs we got? What?
We doing 5, 10?
We do-
Whoa!
Let's do 11.
100
Let's do 11.
baby!
Let's do 11. Let's do it right now.
That's it?
You go first.
I don't think you should do it right now.
They are gonna cut out 100 episode off. That's
And And
That is true. They're gonna cut out his episode.
And
I'm just wondering. I had to throw the test.
we can't cheat the greats.
I had to see if
We
he was
can't cheat
ready.
the greats.
I had to
And
see
I
if he
feel
was
like-
ready.
You see? Hold on.
Let's cut this off. Start it all
Time
over.
out. This
can
is
do
why
that.
I thought about it. I said, see, JT is way too ready for this shit. Gotta watch him. He is a teacher. He lesson plans. He lesson plans. He does this shit in advance. This is regular for him.
And I told Captain.
I'm gonna watch you.
I
Watch
told
you.
Captain, when
See.
Captain talking this fucking Ja Rule and all this shit, I said 50 Cent, right? Yeah. You said Ja Rule and Nelly. I said, I got 50 Cent for you. And you was like, well, this, that, and other. Nigga, I got 20 songs right now. I said right there. I'm prepared. I'm ready to go.
Nah, no funny shit. One day,
Y'all niggas crazy.
we went outside. Warren had the truck in front of the building. I'm like, yo, Warren,
Did he do a verses from the truck?
from the truck. I was like, yo, I went
Yeah,
outside.
when I
We chilling outside. I had the hookah.
Kwani did the verses. I was in the truck.
Yeah. I was playing the music. I
Yo,
was
come
playing-
school me next time, my
Bro,
nigga. Come
listen.
with me next time.
I go downstairs after whatever like this. Nigga said, yeah, I had this. Nigga pulls out his phone. Nigga had 1,000 songs from the
Let's
same
go.
artist. He's like, yo, I'm good. I'm like,
Yo,
damn.
Warren,
I'm telling you, I'm prepared.
pull up on the truck, man. We could have the streets lit, nigga. Like, oh, what's that? What's your... It's a versus
That's what
right
you do all the
now.
time. When I pull up to put niggas' lights back on, they like, oh, you listening to Hove, my nigga? Like, you listening to this? Yes.
But you got the loudspeaker out, like.
All I do is open the door. Open the door, they hear Rick Ross. They go, "Oh, this nigga is for real." Like,
So
He came to work. That nigga got the rock. Huh?
So are we doing this today or not?
I'm with the shits right now. I told you, I'm ready.
We can't do this today, guys.
You're not ready
I'm
today.
Don't listen.
I ain't
Don't-
even have popcorn.
Don't mess up the great episode that we just had.
Zay's
So
not
I'm gonna just say,
even
I'm gonna say this. If we don't do it today,
Yo,
if we don't do it today, then you gotta face Corey before we go.
Nah, don't let him walk
That's
you
what I'ma
down
do.
there. Don't
That's
let
what
him
I'ma
walk you
do.
down like that.
That's what I'ma do. That's what I'ma do. Do you accept?
He's
Do you
doing that
accept?
teaching shit again.
Do you
That's that
accept?
teaching shit.
Is make it seem like it's mouth.
I'm not saying it's your fault. What I'm saying is, if it don't happen today, because
Alright,
like you said,
let me translate
the
that shit.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna translate. What he's saying is, I would like for you and Corey to battle so I can see what's going on. I can level the player field, and then I'm gonna lay your ass down, and I'm gonna lay his ass down next. I know what you're doing, and I respect. I love it. That shit's smooth.
All I'm saying
That's
is,
just smooth.
if it don't happen today,
Listen,
then you're gonna have to see Corey first, and
people
then
didn't know.
I'll go against the winner.
he want to see what I got.
That too.
You want to see what I got?
That too.
That's fine.
That too.
You know who I got. I already
Saying,
told
either
y'all
we
in
do it
advance,
today.
whoever my opponent is, who I got.
All
Either
right,
we do it today,
so
or
hypothetically
we don't.
speaking,
Go ahead.
you guys battle. Who y'all bringing to the ring?
Who?
I already told him.
You and Corey. But you're not gonna bring Hope for Corey.
Fuck you talking about? It's me and JT, nigga. Stop doing that.
He just said that's not happening if it don't happen today.
I didn't say that.
That's the main
I
event.
didn't say that.
We got an undercard, and me and Warren is gonna be the co-star event to that undercard. There's no real order to the shit. They're gonna battle. He called him out on a 100th episode. We're not gonna go past that. You're not gonna call me out on a 100th episode and then be like, I gotta wait next. Hell no, nigga, we battling.
You're not-
I just don't think we should do it today.
What you're not gonna do is make it seem like I'm ducking anything.
No.
I would never disrespect that. I would never disrespect you like that.
Gotta present himself
now,
opportunity.
right now. And Hove released all his songs to all social media, all that shit. I'm ready.
Oh, so you could put Hove on the gram now?
Available before, it's available now. I'm
Alright.
ready.
Sound good.
Can we start it off right now?
Yeah, but bro, you act like you
Nah,
don't have
nah,
an
nah.
Android
I'm
where you
ready.
can
No,
fucking...
No, you
I don't
can't.
even have to, I don't even need a game
You're
plan.
not playing Jay-Z song.
Exactly.
Before,
So you're trying to kick us off. You're trying to kick our 100 episode off because you want to play Jay-Z. What are you doing?
Oh, he's ready. We just dropped it ready.
I'm ready. Huh? Come on, man. Huh? Lucky I ain't got my Bel Air. Lucky I ain't got my Bel Air, nigga.
Chill.
Y'all gonna get us kicked off. Y'all gonna get us kicked off the 100 episode, man.
Oh, with that? So we just doing haymakers. We not even doing no warm-ups?
Ain't
Say
no
less.
warm-ups no more.
Say less. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know.
Listen,
That's
take
all I
Jay-Z
needed to
off
know.
of this shit. We're gonna get kicked off.
Listen,
Let's go get him
again.
No, we gonna get. We got.
It's time for the money.
Hey yo,
Somebody cut his mic. Princess cut his
whoever
mic.
battle me, I'm bringing a DJ, my nigga. That's it.
You bringing a DJ?
I'm bringing a fucking DJ.
Turn that shit
I'm bringing a
off.
fucking DJ.
30 seconds. We gonna get.
I got a DJ. I got a DJ for your DJ.
That's all right. Get him.
Oh, no,
Go get him.
Oh, I thought you was playing.
What are you doing?
Hold on. That's what you didn't play, and that's why your ass lost. Because you didn't play none of the Mariah fucking Christmas music.
I told him to play that. I
you
told him to
still
play that.
gonna lose, but we wouldn't have looked at you as bad as a loser. You still like, yo, but Mariah got that
I
Christmas
won.
shit.
If Justin won, I won.
Oh shit! You took it.
No.
This is not that one. This is not that shit when you get a trophy for participation.
You don't get a participation trophy.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I didn't. Go back and watch it again.
You lost.
Go back and watch it again.
For what?
Because you lost, stupid.
Wait, what battle was this?
Nah, we not
Me versus
rehashing old
Which
wins and
one?
losses. We just fighting new fights.
First of all, I lost to him
We
when
just
I
fighting
had
new
Biggie had
fights.
Tupac.
Who
How?
who did
You
Biggie and
the one
Tupac?
who texted me. Yo, you're a liar. You're a
did-
fucking
who
liar.
did Biggie and
You the
Tupac?
one was like, yo,
Yeah,
damn, I
him
didn't think
and
you was gonna
Biggie
do that. That was a
and
good.
Tupac.
That was a good counter. You won that shit. I
No,
won
he
the whole
did.
shit.
He had that one round. That was probably the best comeback ever.
I said, get the fuck out of here. You actually had something for that round.
Yeah.
I forgot what that was. That was
Yeah,
probably
me
the
too.
best. The
That's all it
best.
was. It was one
The
round.
best
No,
counter
I
punch
won.
ever.
I won.
Get the fuck out of here. You know,
He played mad. He played mad Tupac shit that nobody liked.
Boom, First of all, that's what I'm saying. It
Who
was,
won?
first of all, it was a biased room. It was a
Who
biased.
did you win? Who won?
I'm gonna play
Wait,
this.
who was the artist?
Thank you.
Pop,
He
Big
won.
Pop.
Oh,
But listen.
That's
I
fucked
had
up.
Pop in a room where it's predominantly East Coast,
And
For
I
sure.
won.
right? And it wasn't unanimous.
It was unanimous.
It wasn't unanimous. So being that it wasn't unanimous, I won. I'm the
Sounds like a-
underdog.
Sounds like a damn near like a draw.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So that's
So
a
how
win
can-
for
who
me.
lost?
Like a draw.
I didn't
Exactly.
lose.
Nobody.
I
It's a
never lost.
draw.
I only lost. I really only lost one
But it
really
sounds like
bad
y'all
time.
both fought really good fights, so y'all don't feel like losers. All right. That happens.
what's
But then
crazy?
y'all
I never-
now y'all
I
gotta
never
settle
lost
it
to
down.
you.
You gotta settle it again with a new fight.
You rematch that too.
A
I'm
new
ready.
fight?
I'm ready. It's episode 100. Whoever want to battle right now, I'm ready.
Chill, Jake.
I'm
chill,
ready.
chill.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Nah. Because they've been talking. It's been a lot of talk. It's been a lot of talk. All right. You up 1-0 right now. I'll give you that first round. I'll give you that first
No,
round.
no,
You
that
brought
don't
a
count. That don't
haymaker.
count. That don't count. That don't
Now
count.
he can have that. Let him have it. Let him
Nah,
have it.
No, that wasn't even the first round.
that don't
was
count.
just.
That was a teaser. That was a
So
teaser.
if that round don't, if,
I'm gonna tell you what it was.
so he can't use that again.
So the whole point
He can't use that again.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this because this is not an official day.
What did I tell you? I said I've been waiting for this, right?
Yep.
Did you hear what he said? This time is for the money. I played that motherfucking reason. I knew what the fucking vibe was.
I know.
I know that this shit.
You
Yo,
just.
Jess,
That's not checking.
this
son.
is the shit,
What y'all
man.
talking about?
You know how the fighters they get in the fucking
Oh
middle.
yeah, they
and
start
it's
putting.
Niggas start headbutting.
So all right,
Push a
cool.
nigga and it's like, all right, take it easy.
So can we?
It's not real yet.
So can we?
Y'all can't hit yet.
I'm champion.
No
so
haymakers.
do this.
Can we pick a day then?
And I did this. And he was
No,
like,
there's no
oh,
day. It's right now, or he gotta see somebody else before he see me.
I
Those are
played my
options.
first round.
Those are options.
I played my first round.
All right, and so did I.
So
Yo.
second round's on you, right?
All right.
Yo, y'all look petty. Yo, episode 100 is petty.
Because you know why? Because
Don't put no music, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna get kicked off. We had a great episode. We had a good
Matter of fact,
conversation.
this is what we can do. This is what we can do. This is what we can do. We can stop YouTube and do the battle on Facebook right now.
Okay,
We can do that.
I'm here.
We can do
I'm
that.
not going nowhere.
I don't got
Cut off
Facebook.
YouTube so that way the YouTube
And I'm
don't go
going-
down.
I'm going to the top.
because we had a great interview with Maj Toure. So we could cut that so that way we don't mess up that episode and go on YouTube.
I'm
right
here.
now.
I'm not going nowhere.
Me neither.
So let's go.
I'm ready.
How many songs?
It's
How
up to
many
him.
Why
songs?
you listening to these bum ass things? You nigga lost. You're a winner.
How many songs we doing?
Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So happens when you win.
I come by like,
This nigga lost. You're a winner. Shout out to you.
All I'm saying is that niggas ain't backing down.
All right, so this is what y'all want to do?
That's what I'm saying.
Is this what y'all want to do?
No, if this what the people want,
if you want to see me versus Warren tonight, throw it in the comments. If not,
on Facebook Live.
I won't even count the first round.
I need Facebook.
We can put it on YouTube too. But we gotta cut
Facebook.
this. We just gotta cut this. We gotta cut this because I'm not getting kicked off this shit.
We can't mess up that
I'm
episode.
fucking this episode up.
Yes, that was a great interview.
If y'all really want to do it, no, we got episode 101. We got my little cousin pulling
it'll
up.
be.
Matter of fact, no.
Are we doing it tonight?
No,
No, because JT said if it don't happen tonight, then I gotta battle somebody else to face.
Better have 20 songs,
This
nigga.
is not Street Fighter, nigga.
He got 20.
Better have 20 songs, nigga.
He got 20.
You not in Bison, nigga. No,
He got
All I'm
20.
saying, better have 20 songs, nigga.
He got 20. He's saying you don't got 20.
I got 30. Fuck you talking? I'm ready to go.
Nah, it's not even. I'm about to finish. If I
It's
finish
some
this, we
more work
definitely
for
battle
me
it today.
right now because JT, I ain't never seen this side of you.
That's what I'm saying, man. Listen,
right now.
we outside.
Yo, you never
I'm
seen
outside.
You never seen Honey Jack JT.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Come on,
You
man.
never seen Honey Jack JT. We gotta wait till he gets on vacation from work. Honey Jack JT gotta come back.
Bring Honey Jack JT
Listen,
out.
listen.
And he can't do no wrong. Say something. That's just it. Now they can say something.
Honey Jack JT is a different guy.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, we could cut all this shit off. We could cut all this shit off.
Yo, stop saying.
That's all I'm saying. That's what we can do.
Yo, listen.
It's
Matter of fact, you know what? We gonna do this. We gonna do this. It's 10:01. It's 10:01. It's 10:01. No. See, you're not about to talk to the people. You're not about to talk to the people because I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. But I'm talking to you. Now I'm talking to you. But now I'm talking to you. It's 10:01. If the battle don't start by 10:05, it's over. The battle don't start by 10:05, it's over. You on the clock. You on the clock. You on the clock. Nigga, you better convince him. You better convince him to cut the feed. You better convince him to cut the feed. It's 10:02. It's 10:02. It's 10:02, nigga. You know how to count. You know how to count. You know how to count. All right. All right. Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
I think he
Cut the feed.
Yeah, we're not cutting.
We want to get the people what they want.
Yo,
But we also
we want to be what they know we used to be. Let's go.
let's go.
He want to lose. He want to lose.
Cut the feed.
He want to lose.
Listen, all right.
He
See what
gotta
they gonna
convince you.
do.
He gotta convince you. If you convince,
I'm not convincing nobody.
if
I'm
you
here.
convince,
If he don't cut it off, it's not my fucking business. Get the fuck out of here. See, JT.
You gonna let him talk
you
to you
got
like
2
that?
minutes,
You
nigga.
gonna let him
2
talk
minute
to you like
warning.
that?
Nah, ain't no
Dos
2 minute
minutos.
You gonna let him talk to you like that?
Dos minutos.
You gonna let him talk to you like that?
Dos minutos. Dos minutos.
Oh, this shit is crazy.
2 minute warning,
Y'all
nigga.
cutting the
I
feed?
don't feel-
I don't gotta.
I don't know
How many people want me to cut the feed? Let me know
I
right
can
now.
hold a basketball to the clock right now.
I don't know.
Nigga,
how.
you need to steal.
My responsibility
Yo, put your
is
Facebook Live on Instagram
fuck out of here. JT,
and on
yo,
YouTube
you.
so you can watch it.
Saying, nigga. Let me check the time again.
I swear you. Ooh.
Ooh, 2 minute
on.
warning.
Fuck out of here.
Hold
2
on, it
minute
must be a
warning.
half
Doesn't
day
that have
You
a
better get
tomorrow.
ready. You better get ready.
I don't think it's no school of science.
You better get ready.
Who is this guy? I'm ready, but I don't know.
Y'all
I'm
let
not
him
ready.
bring
You
all
better
that-
be ready.
I'm ready, but I'm not ready right now to be ready. Like
I'm
like,
ready right
give me
now.
my day, but you know
I'm
what?
ready
He's
right
in
now.
real form.
I'm ready right
Fuck
now.
it.
What's your second song?
If you don't cut the feed,
What's your second song? What's your second song?
He's in
What
real.
did he say?
I'm not ready. Like
What's
I'm
the
ready
second
for
song?
it, but not like right now today. But we are. We living in the moment. We in the moment.
Yeah, we here. We here.
Cut
we
the
out.
fuck.
We here.
Fuck it. Cut the feed.
Cut the
Cut
feed.
cut
Cut
the
the
fucking
You
feed.
got 1 minute.
Yo,
You got
listen.
1 minute.
We love y'all. Thank you for watching the 100th episode of 40 Central Podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, it's
40
gonna be on
seconds,
YouTube. It's
nigga.
gonna be on YouTube. I'm putting it
40
back on
seconds,
YouTube.
nigga.
I'm putting it back on YouTube. Y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do. I guess y'all gonna see a battle tonight, baby.
Hold on,
This
wait,
shit
they gotta go on
says-
Facebook.
If this shit says 10:05.
We love you guys.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Get your last words in so we can go.
Listen. If,
Get your last words
Are
out.
you ready to lose?
Get your,
Are you ready to lose? Are you ready to lose?
get your last words out.
My
Get your last
Here's
words
my
to the
last
people.
words. Here's my last words.
Everybody gotta get their last.
Before we
word.
cut the feed, I feel like this battle has been anticipated for a while now, and Warren low key don't want to battle me. Like I feel like he don't want to battle. He don't want to battle.
Is that your last
And it's
word?
10:05.
Yo.
You missed the shot. You missed the shot.
Nah, you
Because if
gotta
you
do
wanted to
your last
battle,
words.
if you wanted to battle, if you wanted to battle, he would have cut the feed already. But you didn't want to battle. So now, Corey, get your 20 ready. Get your 20 ready. Get your 20 ready.
Nah,
That's all I gotta say.
Oh, all right.
Don't talk
all
to me
right.
no more.
No, it's all right.
He's
Listen,
right there.
Listen,
He's right there.
It's all right.
Talk to that man.
I'm gonna give you some time. It's not a good or bad thing. It's just you're gonna have time. You're gonna get to sit and watch. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna handle him. Don't worry. But y'all two, y'all gotta settle this shit.
Ain't nothing to settle.
Cause now he calling me out. I don't like that shit.
No, I didn't call you out. I said get your 20 ready for him.
No.
Oh, for
Yeah, for him.
That's why I'm looking at you like
oh,
him, not for
see,
me.
I took that the wrong way.
No.
It's the wrong way.
Yeah.
I was like, you calling me out, brother?
No.
Right. I don't know what to do with this shit, but I'm just ready for war right now.
Enough. We could do a handicap. We could do a hand. Y'all two good tag team. I'll go by myself.
Nah, we don't need no handicap.
I'll go by myself.
We don't need no handicap.
I'll go by myself. I'll go by myself.
You're full of shit.
And I'm not.
I don't need nobody.
Nah, I never say you did.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Never say you did. I said if you want them, if you want them, you can have them. You can have them. Do you want them? You want them on your team?
Look,
You want him on your team?
I'm a corner man.
You doing this shit on purpose?
And
Help
I'm in
him.
everybody's
Coach him.
I'm in
Coach him.
everybody's corner.
Coach him.
Because I'm not in the ring. I'm in the corner.
He's getting angry. Coach him. I'm
Listen,
uncomfortable.
hey guys.
I'm uncomfortable.
All
He
right.
may take it past music. I'm uncomfortable.
I think we need
I'm
to
uncomfortable.
either do one of two things. Either stop and settle this shit.
We sit here talking
Or-
about Black Guns Mad
What
and
you
this
think
nigga
this-
getting angry. I'm uncomfortable.
Or we need to just set
I'm
the date.
uncomfortable. I don't know what you got in his book.
Or we need to just set the date.
I'm
Let
uncomfortable.
everybody sit down and watch this shit. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, what's happening? Who you got? Team Hove, Team Ross, or is it Team JT, Team Warren? Like, we gotta get people
Or
to choose
Team Champ.
a side.
Or Team Champ.
Or Team Champion.
Or Team
'Cause
Champ.
I'm the champ. But
What I'm
saying is we gotta get people to pick a side right now. Like, this shit is heat.
So
Ain't
all
no
right,
reason to
cool.
pick a
This shit
side.
is heat.
He
They
has-
know who to go
Hold
with.
on, he has Rick Ross.
Corey,
He has Hove,
Corey,
right?
we gotta situate this.
So
right
now that
you
y'all-
are not a champion, you're a winner, not a champion. It's
I'm a champion. What the fuck is you talking about?
a
What?
winner, not a champion.
He got the cruiserweight
What?
title. He
Hold
got
on.
the cruiserweight
Time
title.
out. Time out. Are you trying to battle him again?
No,
And that was
no. He know he can't battle again. He's on the winning team. Kev, you on the winning
That
team?
was an exhibition.
The scrimmage.
Hold on. Yo, Kev, you can't set no rules. You was the one.
You were fired, human resource. You were fired. You had no say.
You said that, nigga.
Listen.
You said that. Am I bugging out?
He
And
said
gotta
it.
say nobody go fuck
I-
with Mariah?
And I made him a liar.
Man, I'm a liar.
I did say that.
Corey, that's
I made him a liar.
But I didn't flat out pick Mariah Carey off the rip.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't say. I said I picked Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige. That was the two that was on the table. Nobody wanted to pick Mariah Carey. I said, fuck it, I take Mariah Carey.
Nigga,
That's
you
what
said
happened.
that. Mariah was
That's
the
what
leader.
happened.
You
That's what
said
happened.
it. You said Mariah.
Go back to the fucking episode. Go back to the episode.
You said Mariah was unbeatable.
You are not a champion. You're a winner. I give you that. You're not a champion. Not a
Nigga
champion.
smoked
You know who do this
You
shit?
was smoked.
Nigga.
You
Because
was
he was a
smoked.
fucking
Who?
champion.
JT.
Thank you.
You was smoked.
Thank you.
No.
With a capital
Go to the
M.
scorecard.
Let the people speak.
Go to the score.
The capital,
11.
Let
right?
the people
You
speak.
got smoked.
Smoke.
You got smoked.
Let the capital,
Kev,
right?
17 to 3, nigga. Nigga smoked you 17. Yo, I can't believe the score. That's the score.
That was your score. That was your score.
Niggas right.
The people didn't pick.
The people pick.
That's JT.
Yo,
No.
Kev.
I didn't
Yo,
see those
JT.
results.
Kev, I wipe the floor with you.
That was an exhibition.
I wipe the
17
floor
to
with
3.
you.
Yo, JT.
Exhibition.
I wipe the floor with you. Queen Mary killed
Go
you.
ahead.
Yo, the nigga said.
Queen Mary made Mariah look like
That was exhibition.
Nigga said
Some side
she was like
piece.
16 to 2. I said, get the fuck out of this. He said it was 16 to 2.
nigga said, who you had? Mariah Lynn, nigga? The fuck?
Nigga said it doesn't matter what round it is. Play another song. That's what he said to you.
That's a champion. Only champions could do that, Kev. Get like me.
For the
Get like me.
For the record,
Yo.
that was an exhibition match.
Oh my God.
Fuck it. Exhibition.
No.
You said your own rules anyway. You was smoked. You got smoked. You was smoked. You was smoked.
Yo.
You had no say on it. You was smoked. Anyway,
Yo, my nigga, you down 16-2.
So now, hold on. So I got a dilemma now. So now I gotta. So hold on.
You get all these rags, you get all these bags and shit. You don't smoke.
I got a dilemma now.
Yo, what's
So-
somebody's mindset?
So this is what we do. Everybody wants to battle JT. Hold on. So stop. So do we?
He's down 16-2.
Yo, what's your mindset when you down 16-2? Like, how do you finish the battle? They tell you down 16-2.
He said throwing a whole
Yo, bro,
Christmas out of the-
at what point did the Christmas song not scream at you? That might have gave you 5 rounds.
Yo, I swear.
Hold on. So what I see here is here.
I digress. I'm over it.
Hold on. What I see.
It wasn't 16-2, by the
Yo,
way.
my nigga. Yo, I missed the whole
Do y'all remember Zay's face the whole time?
I missed the whole first half.
Zay shit was classic.
When I tuned in,
He was like, "Team Mary, nigga."
when I tuned in to ask the question, he was like, yo, the nigga down like 16. There's no way. Yo, it was bad. She was bad. I don't know what you did to Mariah. I was upset. How the fuck you down 16-2?
Yeah, Kev, I ain't gonna hold you. You fuck Mariah, huh?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? 2 weeks
You
before,
fuck Mariah.
I said, this, yo, Princess, this is what I said. I said, anytime you need a friend, it's not gonna win against Mary. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck how many times you play. Anytime you need a friend, it's not gonna work. And you played that shit, didn't you?
I did.
I know you did.
I didn't.
Maybe you should have.
Maybe.
I
It
don't
might
know
have been
what you
16-3. Maybe. I don't know.
played. You ain't even
Would
play
have been
all
too-
Home for Christmas? Like, nah, nigga. You.
And she has like
It
4
wasn't
Christmas
So-
songs, bro. I looked this shit up. I was like, oh, shit.
Hold on, my mic is off.
No, it's not. Stupid.
Nah, you good.
I don't hear shit.
Yo,
It's just
she has an all-time. No,
Yeah, that's
Justin
crazy.
Bieber has it. But he took her song to make the all-time most sold holiday song ever, and you didn't play that fucking song.
Yeah.
The number one song in the world, especially right now.
Who burped?
It wasn't me. I'd have been like, damn, my fault, my bad.
I knew.
Excuse me.
Somebody farted.
Somebody burped.
Smell it?
Yeah, it came right at me.
No,
Boom,
no,
hit me.
I-
Listen,
Whoever smelled it,
this
dealt
is
it.
what I see. Like a burp, stupid.
It smelled like hot dogs and Coke.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's Kev.
I don't know, but why do mad burps smell like
Hot
hot dogs
dogs,
and
right?
Coca-Cola?
Hold on.
Hold on. Specific, my nigga.
Hold on.
I know what hot dogs smell like, nigga, and Coca-Cola. If you ever ate a hot dog and drink a
Oh, I
soda,
thought you meant Coke.
like, oh, no, I don't.
This nigga is
I have
different,
not
bro.
partaken.
This nigga is different.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I'll
Okay,
try
I'm just
it.
saying. So what I'm saying is,
Maybe.
all right. But first of all, fellas, for the next couple of weeks, we're booked. We have 2 more bookings for the next 2 Thursdays after that.
Yeah.
Rick,
Shout
hit
out to Maine.
No, after that, we got 2 more. I'll tell you later. But for the next,
I guess we do.
yeah, for almost everybody's coming back. Everybody wants to be on this shit. So for the next, who? Oh, the police officer. We'll
Oh, he
figure
was
that
actually
shit out.
supposed to come today, and
Not today.
Whatever. Well, yeah, we had somebody.
Not today,
But
sir.
for the next of this month, we might on Thursdays we are booked. So
Okay,
for the
Thursdays are
rest of the month we're booked. Instead of only Monday we are not booked. This next Monday when my cousin comes on the podcast,
Copy.
he got to talk about that shit. I think that we have a little tournament style battle here. I think it
That
should be
shit
like the
gone.
old
He coulda had
UFC. Hold
he
on.
could have had this battle right now.
I think it should be like the old UFC. He battles him.
JT full of shit.
The winner battles him.
Okay.
The winner battles you.
What about you?
I don't want to do nothing.
He's trash. That's why he don't want to battle. The 2 niggas that
It would just take mad long.
Kev, Justin. That's it. Niggas
It would just take mad long. Like,
Nah, look, yo.
there's not that many
Gotcha.
Mondays. That's not that many Mondays.
I will hook y'all up and get y'all battle ready.
You lost 18
You want to get ready for battle?
I'll battle.
I help you ready for. I'll prepare you to win.
You don't gotta prepare me for shit. You don't gotta prepare me for shit.
No, it's not.
Listen,
You
they
gotta
saying
prepare me
that
for
you're not ready, bro.
Go watch my battle.
You lost.
I beat you.
And they trying to make you
You
battle
lost.
Kev.
I was.
You should
Listen.
battle Kev.
You should battle Kev.
That's a handicap. That's an exhibition. That's a scrimmage.
So can we do this? Can we do Kev versus Corey part 2?
The lowest score
No.
wins.
The winner.
I don't want to see that again.
It's like a game of golf. The lowest score wins.
No, nigga. The fuck you talking about?
I'm gonna beat the snot out of Kev.
Do y'all want to do this? Do y'all want to do
No.
goes up to the champion?
Nobody
It's like
would-
Mortal Kombat. Remember
Right.
when you had to fight?
He
You had to go right up. He
All right.
shaved you.
I'll say this respectfully, if we're gonna pay attention to that order of the hierarchy.
And we don't have to have a podcast on Monday.
I would love to
We
see
can just do music.
I would love to see these two go at it, but let's build it up. You know, I would love to battle Warren. I have to battle Warren. I have to battle him. For me, it don't matter.
If you're trying to see JT, you got to go through me, nigga.
Right, but either way,
Are you still trying to battle?
I don't care if I win or lose. I'm still battling
let him
JT.
battle.
Win or lose.
Asking him.
Let him battle.
Win or lose, I'm battling JT. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going down.
You can't battle, nigga.
I can do what the fuck I want. Nigga, none of this shit
lost.
happens if I don't say shit.
You
Fuck you
lost.
talking about? Fuck you talking about?
You 0-3.
I will dub this whole shit.
0-3, nigga.
Fuck you talking
You
about?
0-3.
We had way more than
Damn.
3 battles. What are you talking about, stupid?
You 0-3.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
That would be a highlight
chill
battle
out.
for me.
10 songs? 10 songs?
This is the thing. If I go to
Ooh,
Kev,
10
I'm gonna have
strong,
to beat
15
both of these
strong,
niggas,
10
and it's gonna be
strong.
me and him in the finals, and I don't really want that. I don't want to go against my partner like that. I
You
appreciate
should-
my
first of all, you
partner.
gotta sound
That's
like-
fair.
I appreciate my partner.
He's
Yo,
trying to get some
Justin.
bots.
Yo, Justin, you have no wins.
Okay.
Justin, you have wins.
Okay.
He's trying to get some bots to watch this shit.
You have no wins.
Okay.
Even if you want to go East Coast, West Coast, where Biggie and Tupac, if you even want to call out a tie, that means you still have no wins, nigga. Either way, you have no wins.
Okay.
I mean, we still need to see.
Anyway.
I still want to do.
the G-Unit shit,
That's the only one I got smoked with.
and I beat you.
You
with
did not
Kanye,
beat me.
nigga.
You did not beat me. You
You
did not
got
beat me.
smoked with the G
There's no way you
Unit.
beat me.
I don't want to hit no more.
I'm a Drake.
If you got
So,
smoked by G
he said
Unit,
I did lose to Drake.
You lost with Drake.
He said I did lose to Drake. I'm the one who had Drake.
Rewind it. I see you lost
you
with
had the
Drake.
G Unit.
Yeah, no, he had you.
You lost with Drake.
That's the one I lost. That's the only one I
Alright,
definitively
alright.
lost.
Oh, I'm about to say yeah, G Unit's different.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't lose to Jagged Edge.
Oh, yeah.
Jagged Edge.
And
Who you had?
I think I had
That's not
Jagged
your
Edge,
fault.
right?
0-4.
Jagged Edge
No.
only got like 7 songs. They
I
only
had
got like
112.
7 songs.
No,
Alright.
I had one.
All right, that's
Yeah, I
like
think I was the
7.
underdog.
That's like 7 songs to 10 songs. Pick your favorite. That's hard.
I didn't remember.
I want
Yeah, we
I want the
definitely
people
did
to like chime in and tap
I'm about
in.
to go back to them because they're back. They're still on Facebook. I'm
You
gonna go
heard?
back to
Yeah,
them.
we gotta go back.
I want to
We
know.
gotta go back. We do the shit, and y'all gonna see I ain't lose.
I want to know
You
what the
lost
view.
me.
I want to know
I
what the
did not
viewers want to hear.
lose
You
to
You
heard?
lost to me while I sat there the whole time and I was coaching you like you should play. You should have played this song. You should have did this. This is the reason why you lost.
They ain't
All
gonna
I'm
do it.
I
saying,
sat there and said that.
all right,
I
all
actually
I'm
sat there and
saying,
said that. This is why you lost. You didn't play this song. You didn't do this. You didn't do that.
and that's cool. All I'm saying
I'm
is,
here, nigga. Shut
is
up,
that-
nigga.
that nigga right
Oh, yeah,
there,
yeah.
we could have battled today and it didn't happen.
Yeah, whatever. Cause you
Didn't happen.
Nigga,
We could have
nigga
battled.
had-
We could have been
nigga
battling
had-
right
Nah, that
now.
was too sneaky,
nigga
JT.
yeah, thank you.
I
We
was
could have been battling right now,
The nigga,
and it
I'm
didn't
still
happen.
here. I ain't
I'm
going
right
nowhere.
here too. I'm right here too.
So what you want to do?
I want to know what the people think. I want to know what they want to see. Who they want to hear.
No,
Who they want to
fuck
see
that.
battle. No,
Fuck that.
I want to know too. Cause then here's the thing.
I'm not gonna
Even
lie
if
to
we
you.
do battle, right? All
The
right, yo,
only
you
people
battle
that
him?
y'all can't pick, the only people y'all can't pick is Ross and Hope.
You know what's crazy?
That's it.
You know what's crazy?
And I'll take
Because
the
that
underdog
is,
on that.
if,
JT,
if that
Yo,
is,
JT.
Watch this.
if that's
I'ma
the
say
top,
I'ma say
that's
some
their
real shit.
battle.
No,
That's
that's
it.
it.
there. That's
JT.
their shit.
The two bigger artists is Kanye and Drake. How the fuck did Meek Mill and Cameron have a better battle than Kanye and Drake?
That's fair.
Who
That's
had
a good
Kanye
battle.
and who had Drake?
I smoked you with Kanye, nigga.
Now you smoking me. Okay.
But Cam
Yo, why do
Cam
you
and
lie
Meek
so
Mill-
much? You sound like Kev.
No, I don't lie. I
Because it
don't
doesn't fit
lie.
your agenda?
That's a Fendi. They don't fit your
Yeah.
shit. That's
The
a
best-
lie.
the
Nah, that
best
shit
part-
don't
First
fit.
of all, the best part about
Can we go back to
the-
it? We can
the
do it right
Cam-
now. We
The
can-
Cam
we
and the
can do
Meek shit was the fact that nobody knew who we was bringing to the table.
That was
So
cool. That was
shit
cool.
was dope.
That was
shit
dope.
was-
That
That
was
was a
dope.
That
dope.
was fun. That was fun.
We need to bring that kind of environment back to.
All right,
the
cool.
balance shit.
So, all right.
You can't call nothing. Shut up.
I will call this whole shit off. What the fuck you talking about?
Jay,
So call it off, nigga.
It's off, nigga.
Bring it back.
Champion. You good?
I gotta go with what my man says.
It's
I gotta
over. You
ride
want me
with
to call
my
it
man.
off or not?
almost said.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Slipping, falling.
Yeah, you mad because you lost? So you want to call it off?
I've never
So
lost.
loser. You know what this nigga is? The
Renegade
nigga,
40.
after he losing football, street football, nigga tickets football, I'm going home.
You was one of them niggas. That's fucked
I'm
up.
thinking about football, I'm going home. That's what this nigga just did. That's what he just did. He took his football. He
But
went
respectfully, if I'm not having fun, fuck you and everybody
Yeah,
else. I'm out of here. Have fun without my shit. 'Cause I'm
home.
not-
That's what he just did.
What y'all gonna play with a rock?
Yeah, nigga. You from
No,
the
fuck
hood.
outta here.
You
Yo, back
innovate.
in the day, we switched sports. Nigga, that's what the fuck we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Or that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You
fuck
know,
that.
right? You took your football,
All right, so
fuck, you
listen.
playing basketball.
All right, so this is what we gonna do.
And we play everything now.
Oh, y'all gonna do y'all want to do that?
I'm
He's a
here
champ.
for the
He's a
shits.
champ, right? He's a champ, right?
Yes.
You can't touch Hove. You can't touch Rose.
Undisputed champ.
Ha.
Undefeated champ.
Ha, me too.
The champ.
Me too. Self-proclaimed.
Anyway, I'll
Throw that
have,
out there.
listen.
You're not the champ, though.
He's a
Who's not a champ?
He's
You're
the
undefeated. You're
he's-
undefeated.
he's the rock.
champion.
I give me
He got
that.
the
I walked
cruiserweight
in,
You're
title.
undefeated. You're
A
undefeated.
champion,
You're
and then a champion walked out with a defeat. Still a champion, baby. Never changed.
So
Win
yeah,
or
wait,
lose,
what?
I was a champion, baby.
It's not multiple leagues.
Mul-
It's not
it's multiple
fucking-
belts.
It's not boxing,
Listen,
nigga.
let me explain
It's
something.
not multiple belts, nigga.
I
It's
don't
one
want the
belt.
smoke. You want it? Come holler at me. Come knock on my
All right,
door.
so this is what I'm
Let's shoot.
saying. So this is what we're gonna do.
Championship.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
gonna battle
Oh,
Kev. You gonna battle Kev again.
I don't want to battle Kevin again.
I want to see him battle
Nobody wants to
Warren.
see that.
I want to see him battle Warren right now.
So Warren
I want to see
versus.
him battle right
Name
Yo,
the
Kev,
artist.
you're not in
Name
this.
the
They
artist.
dubbed you.
Name the artist.
I'll start my own pod.
What would you call it?
Yo, Kevin's my friend. I want to keep him that way. If I do this shit again, it's not
Chevy
gonna be
Central.
fun. Yeah.
Chevy Central.
Chevy
All right, cool.
Chaz.
So this is what we're gonna do. Y'all gonna battle. Who y'all picking? You and
Who's y'all?
Warren.
I got Nas, bro. I got Nas for cats.
You could bring Hove out for that.
No, don't bring Hove
Nah.
out.
I'm
No,
not bringing
nobody
Hov
wants
for
to. Somebody, no, I don't want that. Even though he has enough to battle two people, I don't want that. I want whoever he has, and I threw an artist out. You don't have to give me nobody now. He can sleep on it.
I want to see.
Who?
I want to see
Sleep on it.
Nas
It's-
versus
You know, we can speak on it.
I'd want to
Ask
see.
Give me the
Pull
artist.
it out.
JT. Give me the artist.
I want somebody to tell me in the
Give me
chat
the artist. No,
who they want to hear.
I heard your
I'll do
artist.
whatever.
JT, give me the artist.
How about you don't bring Nas and let it be a secret again like we did last time?
Give me a burrow then. Make me fish for something. I need something.
That would be on y'all too. Y'all don't have to tell us who y'all got. Yeah, that's it. And we'll do it like that.
So we can
I'm
do
I'm
East
just
Coast,
gonna-
West Coast.
I'm just gonna come out with Nas anyway.
No. They can't do that because what if they pick the same artist?
They won't.
No, you got it.
They definitely won't.
You don't know that.
I know y'all won't.
What if I
Same
pick
way.
Nas anyway? Then it don't matter.
How about I smoke you right now with Nas?
How about I smoke you with R&B tracks?
How you gonna do that? You just said you bringing Nas. What you
Nigga, I just
Nigga,
changed the genre.
Nigga,
How you
Nas.
gonna take my artist and then try to make me choose somebody
I'm
else?
talking about you.
Oh,
with
Nas for
I will
Nas?
smoke you.
You wanna go Nas for Nas?
No.
So what are you talking about? How you gonna take
I'll
my
bring an artist to the table right now.
for,
Right now.
for Nas?
Ain't no prep time, none of that shit.
All right.
I'll smoke you.
We just do
You
it off
got
the dome.
Nas.
I can do it up the dome with Nas. That's okay. It's not a problem for me.
Say less. We
Cut
go
the
right now.
feed. Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.
Get the shit going.
So
Tommy.
we got who you gonna
Let's
bring?
go. How many songs?
You can do Calm 11.
It's up to you.
I don't know how this shit go. I'm just out here trying
no.
to get these. What you want, how you want?
I'm giving you the room to make the rules.
Listen, no. The rules are the same, right? I assume they follow. Everybody follows the same fucking shit.
Nah, it changes.
I got Nas.
It changes.
It changes.
Yeah. There's stipulations and what are we talking about?
Because-
Boxing, there's different rules in boxing depending on how you box, right?
Niggas versus in boxing. It's the same
Okay,
shit. They
no,
might
it
change no
changes.
knockdown, 3 rules.
And what
If
I'm
they-
telling you is I'm giving you the advantage because you're going to lose regardless.
Oh,
It's nothing advantage. I'm just gonna play the music. You're gonna get wild by it. You're like, damn, I ain't had nothing for it.
You're going to
You're
lose.
right.
Yo, you know what's crazy? See, you're bringing the wrong person. That's the problem. Nas is not hype. He going to lose every fucking time. Every fucking time.
I'm not-
And I gave you the cheat code just right now.
Oh,
you would
so
have lost. If
you want a
had I
hype
not said
artist?
nothing, you would have lost.
So because you pick a hype artist, he's gonna win?
Yes.
Okay.
You know why? Because Nas is conscious.
Then
and
go ahead
His
and
fans
pick-
are a certain. It's a certain thing.
Pick
But if I
designer
said-
then.
right,
Go ahead,
I'm
pick
not gonna lie to
designer.
you.
You said
I'm not gonna lie to you.
certain thing. You sound like Foghorn Leghorn. My fault. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
he had a
I'm
moment.
pee.
He had a moment. So go ahead.
Again, watch this. Again, watch this.
Warren, I said sorry.
Against Nas, I bring 50 Cent. You lose. You know why you lose? Because the content shit is not gonna carry when I talk that niggas,
or the clown
they face
shit
up at me on some real shit. Something that want beef.
I mean, you think I'm playing conscious Nas? You think I'm playing conscious Nas, nigga? Alright. And then I'll drop some shit like, Bruce, I'll make you look, nigga. I'll make you look. I'll make you look. And then I'll make you look.
Don't give him the sauce. Don't give him the sauce. Don't give him the sauce.
Okay.
Don't give him the sauce.
Cause he get beside himself. See, he get beside himself. Cause I can make this nigga look twice. Okay? Tell me, nigga, tell me Nas ain't valid, nigga.
No, I ain't saying
Hold on. For over 50 though, I slap 50 all over this shit. I slap 50 all over
it.
it.
11 songs. In 11 songs, you lose.
50.
In 11 songs, you lose.
You really want to do that? Do you really want to use 50 Cent?
No, why you owe me?
Don't use no.
You owe me?
Bring the best 50 you motherfucking got.
Goddamn. I can play the worst 50 radio shit. You know why? Because it's radio shit.
And you think it's going
to got radio shit, my nigga?
That's what you thinking, Papa.
You gonna play Hate Me Now?
That's a hate me. Don't. That's what you think. I got you thinking. Don't get nervous. Don't be like, yeah, that's what you think. You watching the right. You like, yeah, watch that Hate Me Now, because it's coming. I'm going to play it first because I got haters, and I want you to hate me right now. I want to get this shit out the way.
Yo, I keep telling you, I've been prepared.
Prepared.
With this crowd,
that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't know Nas shit. They don't know Nas. You're gonna lose.
Okay, that's what you think. I know music. I play music. I love music. For sure. For sure. Now, here's the thing. If you saying, if you going with the fact that
you're canceled, it's canceled.
Matter of fact,
he's canceled.
We're 50 from Queens. Nas is from Queens.
Yeah. Perfect battle.
I can even beat 50
you know
with,
why?
I can beat 50 with Nicki Minaj, my nigga. I can beat 50 with Nicki Minaj, my nigga.
That would really be a whack ass battle.
Because Nas ain't got the hits.
Yeah, Nas and 50 would be a whack battle.
Nas got hit.
What the fuck do y'all know?
Nas and 50 gonna be a whack battle. One,
you can do it right
now. What are we talking about?
Right now.
Kev, who you bringing to the table?
I'm ready.
Right.
So you want Nicki Minaj for 50 Cent? I spank you with Nicki.
Queens on Queen.
You want a Queens on Queens? You want a female on male? I just like to mix shit up.
If you go Nicki, I'm going Kim. What the fuck you talking about? Why would I? Let's. You want to yo? Stop playing with me.
You can go Kim. You can go Kim. But I'm gonna tell you this. Remember what happened to Kev?
Are you gonna rap her verses?
I'm warning you.
Are y'all gonna rap?
I'm warning you.
Are y'all gonna rap that verse?
Remember what happened to Kev?
Kev, no, it was your song.
Don't do that one.
Nicki versus Kim?
Go back. Take Nicki.
He's a fucking
Take Nicki 50.
You fucked that up.
He don't even remember this shit.
You
Fuck is he
played
talking about?
songs that nobody even fucking knew. It was on his album, not the hits.
What song did I play, Kev?
Some fucking shit from track 12 from fucking that nothing was
You
the same.
did. There was a couple songs you did that. Yeah? You did that.
Oh yeah, listen to this nigga.
What the fuck is that?
I was there. I'm not like told I was there. What are you talking? Yo, they told me so. I was there. I was there.
All right.
They say why you listening to me? I was there.
Yeah, we still gotta cut the cake.
Oh yeah, let's cut this cake on live, man. Let's cut this cake on live.
We got no plates.
We got no plates.
We got no plates.
Corey, how the fuck do we do shit when we got nothing?
Put it in the cup.
Same way we did it.
We put that shit in the
Grab
cup.
a fucking cup.
Grab a
You don't
cup
got a
and throw that
plate?
shit in the motherfucking cup.
If you could put it in the cup.
You hungry, nigga? I'm gonna put it in the cup right now.
Damn, Kev, you even let us like bless the cake.
Again, shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to everybody.
We ain't say
that's
happy
been
birthday?
watching for the past
Happy birthday. It's not your
100
birthday.
plus fucking episodes.
Oh, we gotta take a picture of that before you cut.
Yo,
Take a
we
picture of
love
that
y'all.
cake, man, before we get out of here.
We crazy as shit. We've been talking our shit for the longest, and y'all been sitting here with us.
All this shit melted.
It's ice cream, stupid.
I forgot all about
Y'all
that.
bought an ice cream cake?
Y'all been rocking with us. From,
Oh, by the way, fellas, by the way,
from Facebook to YouTube.
Whatever, fuck that. By the way,
what?
Yeah, fuck that. By the way, fellas, we do got something. We do got something for y'all guys coming soon.
Damn, nigga.
We don't know what it is yet, but we got something coming.
That's a fact.
Wait, I didn't even hear what you said because I just saw him
JT
stick a cup in a cake and made his own cupcake.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Cupcakes, that shit. Did you take a picture before you did that shit?
That's a real cupcake.
This nigga's mad.
Yo,
fat.
you gonna put it?
Yo, you gonna put it on the cake? Coronavirus, dummy.
Trump niggas, man.
This nigga gets fucking.
Hold on. Yo, you gonna have Trump supporters too fucking long doing some shit like
Trump
that.
supporters don't fucking know about coronavirus.
Especially, what the fuck was that, Cam? Have some Trump supporting shit. You need to get yourself together. You can still support one side, but also be to your shit. Libertarians. The fuck, get right.
How the fuck you give yourself a cupcake but don't give nobody else a fucking cupcake? This nigga's fat.
Niggas got a whole knife and he used the cup.
That was mad aggressive.
And then he stabbed the cake, not with the knife, but with the cup.
No bullshit. That was the most aggressive fat I ever heard in my life. Niggas said, this nigga is fat. That shit was mad aggressive.
I don't know, but I think we might have to just do after hours today, man. Just have some fun.
I'm with this shit,
man,
yo.
listen.
You know what we know? After hours, samples.
You want? We can throw them shits up. I'd rather do the samples on here instead of getting kicked off with fucking with Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, he never been here for samples.
What samples?
Let's do that.
Let's do it. You want to end with samples?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Sample session, like you take an old school song, like a new song, right? That had the.
Shut up! I want to hear it.
Shut up, cupcake boy.
Eat your cupcake.
Niggas mad.
Shit.
Somebody get
All right, so go ahead. What's samples?
The crazy shit is I'm like 3 years older than this nigga.
No, he was mad. I don't know what happened, but he was mad right there. I have no idea what the fuck.
She said, "Why the fuck we talking about samples? He's 6 decades old. What the fuck?"
Oh, like song samples, like this song came from that song.
Yeah.
So what about samples?
You could have played the old school one.
Oh, and then
you play the new school shit.
Okay, see if we know.
Yeah, it's not even. It's like a vibe.
Yeah, it's just a vibe. We're gonna chill out. We're gonna chill out for a little bit. We're gonna give y'all samples. We're gonna go back. This is something I really want to go back to this year.
Yeah, samples was
Yeah,
fire.
it was fire. Even
I told you, you still got the #1 sample. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember that day you was like, "Oh shit!"
I was like, "That's the sample, my nigga." Nah, you got it. You got it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He tried to kill me.
JT is like #2 though.
He tried to kill me. He tried to kill me with some J. Cole
none of my
shit.
samples.
He tried to kill me with some J. Cole
Nah,
shit.
nigga, you came from the bathroom. Nigga said that's J. Cole. I played it for everybody. Everybody was like, nah, I don't know what that is. This nigga Justin come from the bathroom. Nigga said, that's J. Cole, nigga. I know who it is. I said, how do you know that, nigga? It's wild.
Nah, that's a good thing. Like, shit, music seems like everybody's music here. So.
Yo, Kev, you hungry, my nigga?
This nigga's
This nigga sucking his finger and all that. Yo, that's wild.
You know it's different when your elbow's mad high.
And he's sucking.
Hey, yo.
Elbow was mad high.
Yo, so we do got something for y'all. We just don't know what the fuck we getting for y'all.
You heard? Ain't that excited?
I don't celebrate Christmas.
It's not for Christmas, stupid. It's for 100th.
I asked if it was for Christmas.
No, it's for Hanukkah.
It's for Hanukkah.
It's for Kwanzaa.
There you go. See
Hanukkah.
It's for something.
For Kwanzaa.
But it's for
Shit,
for us. We spoke about it. We didn't know what to get you guys, man. But it's to thank you guys for being here, helping us out. Just in everything you guys do, man. Like coming here.
Can I get a bonus?
No.
I don't get nothing anyway. What the fuck you talking about? You should have said yes.
No.
Hey, yo, 40 Central giving out 8 packs. Nah, I'm stop.
The fuck?
That's thank yous. Hey, bye, yo, appreciate
No.
you.
The bonus means you got to give you more work, and you don't even come every day.
No, see, I bonuses for no reason.
Why am I gonna give you a bonus when you don't show up to work all the time?
I do, nigga.
No, you don't.
This
is not. It does on the application. It doesn't say work from home.
And I show
He said I do
when
nigga
I get
remote.
fired from my other job. What we talking about? I pull up with my other job.
Allegedly. We don't know who's
I said the other job. If you would stop snitching, then they wouldn't know where I was from.
Everybody knows
That's
by
what we
this
gonna,
time.
this what we gonna do. This is the
This
100th
shit
episode.
crazy.
We gonna air everything out.
Yeah, we didn't talk about not a motherfucking
did.
thing today. Besides with
I mean,
We showed love.
yes,
And that's what this pod was supposed to be about. It wasn't supposed to be a pod about
Such-
topics and debates.
Yeah.
It was just
Shout
supposed to
out
be
to
about
the
fun.
100.
And
show us more love, please. I
reflection,
appreciate it if y'all did
I do that shit all the time. I try to do that, but this nigga Kev shut it down earlier.
Damn.
we was talking about showing the love, JT. Spreading it.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that this has like been a podcast. This has been a journey.
They said Kev's the new super spreader after that cake.
Shit. This nigga's Omicron, nigga.
It is Omicron.
Since we talking about since we talking about shit, shout out to JT, like I said earlier, for having a fucking clip on his fucking tie. This nigga is super professional, my nigga.
I was
Just came
staring
from
at
work.
it. I was staring at it like,
Yo,
is that a clip?
JT is the most professional nigga
Okay.
I ever met in my fucking life, yo.
It's the movement.
Yo, this nigga got the clip on the tie to make sure the shit stays straight. This nigga, you should be a fucking news reporter, my nigga.
I mean, you know, I respect it.
Yo, matter of
I
fact, hold
appreciate
on.
it.
Speaking of news
But damn.
reporters, shout out to Caleb, man, in Atlanta.
Yes, that's-
She shouted us out on the radio station. Shout out to me.
Hey.
She shouted for Central Podcast. She do that shit. I gotta show y'all the shit too, man. We gotta
Thank
go
you.
down there. They actually Atlanta is waiting for us to come down there. They got the studio ready for us. They got everything ready for us. They said whenever we're ready, we have everything ready to have a podcast down there. So next couple of months.
ATL, shouty.
Next couple of months, we might have to think about it, man. Whenever he's on vacation
we
or
gotta-
whatever like that, we gotta wait for that.
We
But
got to go before
JT,
Stacey
you gotta leave the
Abrams
turtlenecks at
wins.
home, though, my nigga. It's hot down there.
Robin?
You gotta leave the turtlenecks at home.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
you gotta leave. Nah.
That's tough. That's
Nah,
tough.
he shows his toes when we go outside.
man.
You had
Yeah,
your
I'm
toes
outside.
out in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want you to get caught in between. Like, you know, you would have island behavior, so therefore you wasn't supposed to bring turtlenecks and shit like that. But you going to Atlanta, I just want to let you know, don't
I
bring no
appreciate
turtleneck.
that.
my
Why
nigga.
the
Nah, my
fuck
nigga,
would he bring a
Atlanta, it
turtleneck to
snows.
Atlanta?
It's not.
It
It's the fact
snows
that he
now,
thought
nigga.
about me.
So you better bring a turtleneck, nigga. We from New York.
No.
It snows in flurries, bro. We wear a sweater outside in flurries.
Yo, bro,
You know,
Atlanta
honey,
gets
niggas gotta
snow,
go to New York
like
when you go
real
down there,
snow.
nigga.
It does not snow in Atlanta,
Yes,
bro.
my nigga, go look at the last few years. What's been going on with the weather? Them
We're
niggas-
not gonna go at that time.
Wasn't it last year, the year before that? Them niggas got so much snow, and it was only 2 inches, but they was like, we don't know what to do. Shut the
that's
whole
the problem.
fucking state down for 2 inches.
Bro,
of
you know
snow.
what 2 inches to us?
Wait, hold on. So
That shit
a
is
New
nothing.
York
I can
nigga-
make it work.
All
a New
right
York
then.
nigga- watch this. A New York nigga in that environment should act accordingly. What the fuck you
That's
talking
all
about?
I'm saying
Right,
is,
JT, yo, you should act
go
accordingly.
prepared. Where my Timbs niggas fucking cold. Fuck y'all thought it was.
What did you find that? Oh, she's gonna be.
Yeah, you are. You touching stuff in here.
Oh, damn, princess.
You hood as shit because you picked up. Where did you get that? You got it from over there?
I'm sorry,
You know what?
Never getting on me.
That's some savage shit.
Oh no, Kev, we gonna get
No,
you.
Kev, you was sucking your fingers, nigga. She just gonna get high.
Nigga tried to catch when he was about to drop that fell. Like, no.
He tried to catch it in his what?
Yeah, and his cup, he was like,
And they use the cake for a safety.
nah, bro.
And the coronavirus, the fucking cake.
net. Omicron.
Omicron. Omarion.
Omarion. Yo. That just shows that, you know,
Yo, who said it?
we got a good sense of humor. We badly ignorant.
multiple.
Nah, they was
Yeah.
calling it the Omarion.
Damn.
That's messed up.
Like, it's
Icebox.
good to joke about everything. But when the hell we gonna really take this shit serious?
Never.
Never. We're gonna be in line for hell and we're gonna be in line for heaven. Both cracking jokes. And that's just it. You know, but nah, you know, in all seriousness, we
always
gotta take something
find-
serious.
We find the bright note in everything. It sounds crazy, but that's what we do. Like, it's
Yeah.
not always gonna be fucking miserable. We gonna crack jokes, and that's life.
I think
it.
that's what's best about us. We
Yeah.
can just like make jokes about any fucking thing at this point in time. It's like,
Right, make light of.
man,
of-
we
of
get
the
it. We
thought.
get it. We gonna be all right. We gonna just joke about it regardless. And
Yo, I just thought about like we really ain't talk about shit. Like Thanksgiving was last week. And niggas ain't talk about that shit.
We ain't even talking about Thanksgiving.
We ain't talking about nothing.
Nothing.
Nobody
But
wanted to
we
even-
reminisced.
well,
We reminisced.
well,
And that's what matters.
We talking about
seriously, we
something very
only
important.
thought that we was only getting 20 minutes.
That too.
So
Shout, yeah,
that was
definitely
like
shout
when
out
you
to him.
take that.
Yeah, you ain't see me.
Forget it. I'm not gonna say what I want
I
to
was
say.
checking the phone like, yo, this nigga still talking. Hold on.
Nah, I text JT. I said, yo, how long we got? And nigga next to me, I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know because in the email it said, yo, I got a 20-minute slot for you. I said, okay, cool. So then I'm thinking maybe he has something else lined up.
Right.
Where he really
That's
had
what
to
I
do 20
thought.
minutes.
Right.
But I mean, he's just
He
like, and
was
I've been
someone.
following for a minute, and he's just like somebody who's always been willing to.
if he didn't want to get
If I got
high
time,
and eat,
Yeah,
we
probably
would have
still
him
been-
now.
Exactly. Yeah.
If he
I
was
mean-
here,
Oh,
Oh
forget
my
about it.
God.
I mean, I think it's even a blessing that we got him to the point where he's like, nigga, I need to smoke and eat now. Like, we got him talking so much. He's like, I need to
I've done-
replenish.
yeah.
So for him to stay on so long, you know, he was already engaged and tapped in. And, you know, it just shows that he was more driven to the point. He don't need notoriety from us. Not that we could give him, we could give him 700 more people that he didn't have, right? Maybe not. But, and then we're not doing it to get something from him either. But, you know, he has an opportunity. He's taking advantage of it. We have an opportunity. We took advantage of it, and it just made it work. And it was just organic. There was, like he said, you know, people get to a certain point, they start moving different because money get involved. People, you know, the extra shit, you know, the perks that come with the job. So you move a little different. He's staying organic. He's staying to the cause. Yo, I got 20 minutes, but maybe I got more. Like, he's being real, but shit, I got more.
He gives an hour.
Right? Now
He went overtime because his alarm went off.
All right, so then, you know. And
yeah, I heard it.
okay, so I was looking around like, whose alarm was that? So if that was his alarm.
I definitely know it was his.
Even to the point now, he didn't set his alarm for 20 minutes. And even if he kept pressing snooze and the shit hit, he gave us more than what we expected. So we need more people to get in his position to stay like that. So that would be us. When we get in that position, to keep it organic. Don't start switching up.
What I wanted to bring up,
That's real.
And I didn't want to like deviate from the topic that was going on, was that he sounds more like another person that treats growing up in that environment like an alumni instead of just leaving.
Yeah.
And this is what I brought up from
you were saying that from the beginning.
Say, yo, if you treat the block like you're an alumni instead of just leaving and not coming back, it changes the game. Like, you help out the community, you do certain things. And it sounded like that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
And I was gonna keep on going. I had a see, I was rocking and rolling.
Yeah, you better ask all the questions. I was like, damn, Warren, what's up?
I should have said that. Yo, you know what? Let somebody else say something, and that's the reason.
But now we appreciate
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thank you.
Kev was so tight at you for like 10 minutes. Like, yo, Kev looked at me. He was like,
Oh man, yo.
but he looked at me. He told me that in his mind. He looked at me. He's like,
But you know what it was? Again, like I always say, when it comes to like topics like this, I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna build off of what
you say.
y'all start. Whatever y'all start, then I see where the direction is going. I'm gonna give my input. I'm gonna give my conscious or whatever, and that's what I was doing. Once you started the trend, I'm like, I got a question. I got another question.
Yeah.
well, that I think that's the beauty of what we bring to the table, right? Because we're not textbook. We're not professionals at the least. Like, we're not media trained. We're not anything, right? But like, when something comes up and it sparks out.
Oh, Justin, why you looked at him like that? You already see? Why you look at him like that?
I feel both of y'all right now. Like, it's just so crazy.
Justin
I'm
looked at
literally
like-
torn in between. I'm like, damn. I feel Justin's face like, but I felt Kevin. Yeah, we all learning. Like, fuck.
But the beauty of it is that the beauty of it is that we are really authentic, man. And
Yes,
like, without being authentic, I think that if we would have came in there with some fake ass, just wanted to be anything and just say whatever everything he fucking feels and says, he would have gave us 20 minutes.
That's true.
Yeah,
I think,
you
you're
can feel
right.
that shit.
I feel like he felt out the conversation. He felt the questions that we were actually asking, and we were engaging. We weren't just like generic shit and whatever. That's why he gave more, and he kept going. Like to a point. I was like, damn. I was looking. I'm telling you, I was like,
Nah, I was checking it too. I was checking it too.
This nigga's still going. No?
I was trying to get him to rap.
Yeah, that was a good. That was good.
And I like
I was
that
trying
too.
to see what he was gonna do, if he was gonna do it or not.
Because I like to take people who like that's kind of, I guess, when I was basing my questions. Just like, where'd you start from? I like to get people from not where you at right now, but where were you then, or how'd you get? I want you to get out of that space and into this, because it always helps us understand the people that's in front of us, or at least what they're doing.
First of all, y'all said that me and Zay was bugging by killing the person first and using them as everything. What he said?
Yo, that's
bodying them first.
Yep.
Y'all said that we was bugging.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, and Zay was like, I'm going to use it as a shield.
I redeemed myself by saying, yo, you was right. I said it.
We said,
I said, yo.
First person, I'm going to shoot the person with the gun. I'm going to take the rest of them out. It's over. Like,
actually, no. First of all, I was on your side with that. I was definitely on your side with that. Yes. And I was like, that's the reason why everybody shouldn't have guns and all that. Yeah, I was on your side. When I was sitting right there, I was on your side with the whole, everybody shouldn't have guns.
No, I don't believe that.
Once we realized who got the guns,
bodying them first.
Yes, so I was on your side with that. But
y'all thought everybody said that me and Zay was bugging.
No. I was on your side.
From what I remember, everybody said me and Zay was bugging.
My thing was, if you go back and you watch, since you want to go back and watch everything else but the shit that we talking about, what I said was, yes, there should be a designated person to have a firearm.
That's what I thought. That's what he said.
And that's what I said.
And
or every teacher should have
or security gun on each floor.
Yeah.
A license, but I think that he said a lot of shit that we said was like, excuse me, and we did have a great debate about that shit, and it was amazing to see somebody else's thing. Yeah.
And I think one thing that we did and that we always do, I think it started off as an interview, but I think it transitions into politicking. Like, and I think that's something that people don't do anymore. Like, just sit down and have discourse from different ends of the spectrum with respect to each other's opinion. No matter
which. Huh? This nigga's about to do a spell on us. I'm sorry.
No, and I was basically it. Like we politic, right? And it's like people get a sense of comfort when they know, like, okay, I may say something that when I said it in another circle, I was bashed, I was exiled, I was canceled.
Do you feel like that though? Like from what he said, did you feel like he thought that we were gonna say something otherwise?
What do you mean?
What's leaking?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we gotta eat the cake.
Anime.
First of all, I thought you were talking about this stuff.
I'm looking at that shit.
Word. I'm like, yo, we about to die.
They're like, fuck the cake.
Word.
Don't do that. Don't do that shit no more.
There has to be a plastic bag over there. What I was saying was, do you think that the way the conversation went, he didn't feel like it was?
I think in the beginning, he got the questions that he gets asked in any interview. Was Black Guns Matter? How you feel about guns? And then it started going into a little more in depth. And then we laughed. Like, it was a balance. We had some funny shit. We had some serious shit. We had some shit about the kids. We had fucking politics. It bounced all over, but you can tell it wasn't scripted.
Right.
Like, and you could tell it was authentic, and you could tell that the way we were asking the questions, we were genuinely curious.
Yeah.
It wasn't like on CNN where it's like, all right, I got to ask you these 5 questions.
They sent them the questions already.
Yeah. So it was like, he was like, I think he felt that. He felt it out in the beginning. It was like, okay, like, I could politic with these dudes. Like, we could really have a conversation.
I really want to have just a regular conversation. No politics, no none of that shit, no anything with him one day. And maybe we could get that shit to happen. And it got to be like an interview. Just come up here and just talk some shit.
Yo, not for nothing. And I don't know how y'all feel about this. I think that we should all have a day where we are interviewing each other.
I was thinking about that too. Everybody have their day.
One episode is your interview.
Right. Me, JT, Justice Z, Chad.
I think like we really
in the car.
No, we said you, bro. We just pointed and said you.
Like really? Like,
Why is he so?
Wait, what did he say?
Chev, we not skipping your ass. We definitely interviewing you. We want to know.
Y'all never. I don't know what you're gonna get from Chevy Chev episode. I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now. Like,
but I
don't
think you know what's crazy. I think that we should actually like sit there and really come up with interview questions for each other.
I agree.
How about we make that a series?
Well,
that's
pre-recorded. We'll do all that shit, and we make that a series and put that shit up on our show.
That's different.
Yeah, right. We could do that.
I think that
we gotta we
like,
have
so we can find out like what
like
people
that.
like what makes us tick, what's going on, what like what you got in your mindset, what like the plans for your future,
absolutely.
Something like that. Like that's an amazing topic because we have floating guests.
Yeah,
like y'all are the main. I keep on telling y'all are the main. Y'all two are the bosses. We already know that. So now, like even like Zay's not here. But then, like, say next week, I might not be here, but Zay's here.
Right.
And
hold on, real quick. I gotta give my man some bail. My man's getting ready for a baby. Zay might not be here for a while after a certain period of time, so he got to get ready for what he gotta do. So that's why.
Yeah.
That is exactly why he heard what I said. That's exactly why I brought my man Curry into the situation.
Okay, but we know that already.
No, the people don't know that. The people don't know that. So he doesn't have to be all the time because his replacement is here.
You said that already.
Oh, shut up.
Look, how you mad at us? You said that already.
Look, man, shout out to Zay.
A lot of things from the episodes. Like he lost.
Cause Zay, I'm gonna miss you until you come back.
No, we're gonna film Zay. We gonna,
Zay's a different type of toxic.
We're gonna film something in Zay's crib. We pop up, and then we're gonna put it on the podcast. This is gonna be the first half an hour of the podcast. Yeah, exactly. We just gonna pull up for no reason. This girl's gonna be mad. She's gonna be pissed off. Like, why the fuck are they here? All that shit. We just gonna put it on the podcast.
Asking mad questions. Like, yo, by the way, these niggas.
Like, is Zay really whipped? Like,
right. How long have you had Zay whipped? I don't know. I'm just asking. This is. I didn't make this up. They wrote this. I'm asking it. No offense. Oh, what you talking about, my son? The crocodile hunter. Crikey. We have here today.
We gotta do shit like that.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Let's do it.
Yeah, because I need to know what the fuck is going on in your mind.
I need to learn about everybody and learn y'all.
That's what I said.
You be mad quiet, but I know your fucking gears be going.
Yeah. It's always the quiet one.
Yes.
But
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if y'all ever noticed this, and I wanted to bring this up. And this is the moment to bring it up. JT always starts the fire and falls back and watches out. Keep the shit going. We just
they fighting on verses right now.
Who's versing?
Nah,
they fighting right now.
3-6?
Yeah, 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs. They fighting, yeah.
Nah, that's because some niggas ran out of songs after round 3. Maybe 5 for Bone Thugs. Because Bone Thugs was out early. Yeah. And 3-6 kept it going. Then they was like, fuck this. And, you know.
Nah, but we about to end this shit,
hilarious.
man. One thing I do. My mom just said they fighting right now.
Yeah, bro, they're pretty happy there.
They probably fought already.
Somebody said, well, it's been real, guys. Yo, as soon as I put it on, it says, well, it's been real, guys.
It says all these fools
Yeah,
they said this is better than WWE.
Yeah, the comment.
Damn.
They scrapping.
Nah, it says better than WWE. They beefing.
But they ain't better than us.
What up, Dad? 100% not better than us. Thank you guys for watching. Let's end this shit, Jay. Let's get out of here. You got to go work tomorrow. We already 3 hours in.
You got to work because you was talking shit.
He was lit.
You got to work. You got to work.
Talking some shit. He gonna go to school. He goes go to work tomorrow. Talk some shit too.
Do you want to battle right now?
Right now.
Do you want to battle?
Right now. No, it's on you. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
No.
Kev, can you say goodbye, please?
Play your song.
Kev, say your goodbyes, please.
Play your song, and I'm standing up.
We gotta
play your song.
Chill, JT.
Play your song. No. He always got some shit to say. He always got something to say. He always got something to say. So I said we can play this. We can do it right now.
Come on, man.
Come on.
It's not a movie,
You
dog.
gonna do a repeat? You gonna do a repeat?
One more can I say?
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
What more can I say?
No, it was not. It was that.
What more can I say?
That was the first song you played.
What more can I
Cut
say?
it. Cut it.
All right.
Cut it.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cut It, nigga.
Cut that shit off.
Cut it.
I don't know what he said just now.
You lost, nigga.
First song. What I say?
Listen.
Yo, how the verses got a commercial?
Let it play out.
That's how much they was beefing. Look, they got a commercial.
I'm gonna sip my cake to this.
Oh man.
I'ma
I
sip
can't
my
wait.
cake to this nigga.
What's this next Monday? We doing this Monday?
Nah, Monday we gotta guess Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Thursday?
It depends when Warren gotta come.
All right.
No,
Scared.
it's you and Warren. Y'all pick a date.
He missed his chance.
Listen,
That
man.
would have been over by now.
You're gonna get us kicked off.
Come on, man.
This is Jeezy.
All right. Yeah,
Wait,
but it's still.
Let's push it.
Yeah. All right.
Nah, all of them gonna get us kicked.
Yeah, you're gonna get us kicked off, man. Get out of here.
Come on, man. Mars
So
gonna be
stop
mad.
fucking playing with me, yo.
Mars gonna be mad.
First of all,
Stop playing with
Corey,
me.
how did you really almost fall just now?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Honestly, I was being dramatic. I know. I was on a step. I was just trying to, like, you know.
Why y'all worried about me?
You gotta dramatize the situation.
Yeah, you know, you gotta make it a little bit worse than what it is.
The whole episode's off, stupid. Duh.
Yeah, you missed your chance.
Wait, it's
You
over?
could have cut the
Listen.
feed.
It's over? The feed
You
is
didn't
cut?
Yeah, we're about to
him.
get out of here. It's
You
been
didn't
3
convince
hours
him to
long.
cut
Let's
the
get out
feed.
of here.
All
Corey,
right, I
what you
love
gotta
you.
say, man? Let's get out of here. 100 episodes in. What we doing?
We doing 100 more, goddamn. Let's go.
Let's go. Chevin?
Some days peanuts, some days shells, man.
Can I ask you a question? What the fuck does that mean?
Don't ask. We gotta sit on that. We gotta think on that. We gotta think about it. We gotta go to sleep with that.
All right, listen, man. The man who sleeps on the floor can never fall out of bed. You hear me?
Hey! I see, said the blind man.
Hey, come on, Warren. Keep it going.
Let's go.
Fuck all that.
Yeah. We take that too.
What you got? Warren, what you got? You're gonna get us kicked off. Turn it off.
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
What?
Yo, nah. He's trying to poke
Warren,
that.
let's go. Let's get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you
what
everybody
you
for
doing
watching. Thank you all for staying on. Thank you for
Fuck this nigga JT because he's talking bullshit for no reason.
You had
I
your
was
chance.
ready.
today.
I was ready to smoke you, and you made 10 excuses
I
for
didn't
it
make no
not to
excuses.
happen.
I gave clear cut rules,
Nah,
nigga.
yeah,
You didn't make the cut.
Get the fuck out.
You didn't make
no,
the cut.
So what you did was you took the battle out of my hands and put it into their hands.
That's
so
not
she
true.
didn't go. Should this go on or not?
I said you had 5 minutes to convince him to cut the feed. Did you convince him?
No. See, that's.
Did you
no.
convince him?
They ain't got nothing to do with
It's a
it.
yes
You
or no
about to
question.
lose.
Did you convince him?
Listen. We ain't gonna cheat the people. We gonna treat the people, and we gonna give them this battle. Y'all set the date. Y'all pick the time. Y'all pick the place.
Yeah, in the group chat, y'all can do that shit.
Let's go.
Man, he's scared.
Ooh, this is
I'm ready
Simple
right
as
now.
that.
woo.
Cut
As
the
simple as
feed.
that.
Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.
I told you to cut the feed. You had 5 minutes to convince this
I ain't
man to
got the
cut the
computer.
feed,
What the fuck
and
talking
you
about,
didn't
nigga?
do it.
Justin wasn't allowed it, actually.
You didn't do it.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, Jess.
How we gonna? We didn't even say bye.
It is.
I even say.
They said,
I
fuck
even said my
Chev.
shit. What I said a half an hour
Say
ago.
days.
We ain't where we want to be,
That's
but
the-
thank
the-
God we ain't where we used to be. And I said that shit a half an hour ago.
Yeah, that
I
was-
ready to smoke this nigga.
that was about 10
and this
minutes
nigga
ago.
That's
Justin
just about an
said-
hour ago.
No, you was ready to try, nigga. You was ready to
And
try.
the problem was Justin is on your side.
We
so
need-
he's like, nah.
We
you
need
know
closure.
I'm not on
Let's talk
nobody's
about
side.
something.
I'm
We need
on the
closure,
people's
people.
side.
What else we gonna talk about?
I'm on the
That's what
people's
Justin
side.
did. What else we gonna talk about?
We need
Let's talk
closure.
about
I'm on the
something
people's side, man. Listen, we
people
about-
there, what
listen,
y'all want?
everybody, man. Thank y'all guys for watching 100 episodes of us talking shit,
Definitely,
bullshitting,
definitely. We love
laughing, joking. We had very serious moments. We had very non-serious moments, man. But we about to go
I
drink
yelled
some
a lot.
cake. We about to go drink some cake.
I yelled a lot.
He yelled a lot, got
That's a
angry, fucking laughed at each other, man.
I still got some more shit for y'all women, but we're not gonna get into it right now.
You wrote. You ain't right back?
No. It says 40 Central for Magic City. Just FYI, to get into Magic City, you have to bring a legit vaccine card.
First of all,
Oh, anybody? All right. I don't give a
hold on,
fuck, man.
hold on.
If we go to Atlanta,
I don't know how we got here.
Right.
Right.
If we go, no, wait. If we go to
Fuck
Atlanta,
Magic City. I'm going to go do a ill podcast for everybody out there, man.
If we go if we go into Atlanta, we are not going to Magic City.
Yeah, that's
Magic City
old.
is a fucking name.
That's
we
like going to
Dallas
this.
or Atlanta.
That's
going
like
somewhere else where the shit is popping. Where it actually, you know what?
It ain't no rules.
Yeah. Chill out.
It ain't no rules there.
We out of here, man. Thank you, guys. Let us all go drink our cake because our cake melted within the heat that was next to it. I guess.
Melting.
But
it's melting.
It's melting at this moment. Shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to Warren for being here from day like 4. It was like Corey, man, coming day 80. Kev, you was in and out for a while.
From the gym, that's what he said.
Well, I was here on the first episode in the pod right here. So.
What was the first episode in the pod?
No, he said here.
What was it? What was it?
I was like episode 20 something.
Who we had?
It was me, you, and JT. That's it.
Nah.
Yeah.
First time we had him here was G.
I was sitting right here. You
Right?
was right here.
First time we had him.
So yeah, because that was the flood.
The first time, yeah, you wasn't here for the flood.
That was his first podcast. He said
his first podcast was after that.
Go right here and show yourself. It'll show it itself.
That was his day one. He's technically not wrong.
No, his day one was his day one. Yeah.
Right.
Well, shout out to Kev whenever the fuck he was here. Shout out to Zay for being there from when we started talking about basketball and
Shout out to T
and all that
for
shit.
making one of the most memorable
Moments in the world, yeah. Shout out to TT for always watching us.
Yes.
Shout out to Cole. Shout out to everybody, man. We love y'all. Thank you guys. Until 100 more, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's get the fuck out of here.
There it is.
Unless y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do, but I'm out of here.
He's scared.
See, talking shit.
Hey,
I was here.
take it easy.
Playing some music
I'm
out
here.
here.
Take it easy.
Now he don't play
No, he don't need no music.
Bye.
No, I didn't play no music. Take it easy.